wonder.
What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copy and steal. What weapon will? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copy and steal. Weapon will, weapon will. Watch how I show you my weapon will. Weapon will, weapon will. Watch how I show you my weapon will. What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copy and steal. BG, Jack move, Kids move, Alex too. Damn man, that's a heavy crew. Other pods, they don't know what to do. They watching, they copy our every move. And they still fly like the Wii U. Jack move voice, we saying you. Hop off the roof. Long range, no scope, yeah, I'ma shoot. Looking wanna play games, no David Blaine, but I'll make a nigga go poof. Oh, this not a game. Gang talk, nigga, what you know about the slang. Hop out the range. All black master, but step out your lane. Every week it's us on your screen. Every weekend we entertain. It's not a thing that gets in between me and my team, me and my gang. When I'm on the beat, you already know. Straight to the top, yeah, we about to blow. BG my dog, he told me let's go. Sit back, relax, it's time for the show. What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copy and steal. What weapon will? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copy and steal. Weapon will, weapon will. Watch how I show you my weapon will. Weapon will, weapon will. Watch how I show you my weapon will. What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copy and steal.
We got the guns on deck, no fire car, but you know I came with a tech, yeah. Since 2015, been stepping on the scene, putting foots on necks, yeah. Set 'em up, super soaker, pump action, wet 'em up. Shooting out the yeah, we catching up. We bout them games, y'all are bark. Drive by midnight after dark. Gaming knowledge, fortitude. Top two and not the two. Weapon wheel, get the cash and grab the steel. Weapon wheel, out the window, extendo. Weapon wheel. Yeah. Hey, it's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a load out on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridges in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby, we hit the core. 5 sales, what you bargain for? If you ain't gon' pull up, then what you bargain for? Broke the game and then I pull a jack move. Jazzy beats playing, you know it's real smooth. Alexander Wayne on the trench coat. Boulders to his feet, let's see if he can float. Spend the money, she gon' hit a C note. Gave a review, it was murder, she wrote. It's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a low down on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridges in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby, we hit the core.
Black coupe with the roof missing. Spitting wisdom like a tooth missing. Weapon will is not a euphemism. Hit the L once and now my fingers twitching. Trade the AR for the VR. That's my new mission, just a different vision. Ain't no game of talk when I aim and charge. Should've known better, get the gang involved.
It's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a low down on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridges in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby, we hit the core.
It's Kid Smooth, I'm the soul survivor. Best spot, no doubt about it. The outcast and outlasted the crumb side. Biggest and baddest. Ex-addict dweller, the dick puller, and the Uber driver. If that's slow, I'm a scuba diver. A neutralizer, a lyrical brutalizer.
It's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a low down on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridges in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby, we hit the core.
Yo. Test. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, audio good.
Okay. I like when people just announce that they don't really fuck with us. They don't really support us. Asking questions in the chat like, oh, who this rapping? Is this a new song? Good brother, we've been using that song for months. What are you talking about? Just say you don't fuck with us and you don't really watch us like that. Literally months. I kind of want to say it's the top of the year. Since January, matter of fact. And you come in here in June, the middle of May, asking us, is this a new song? Good brother. Why you don't like us? Like, that's nuts.
There's one guy at the end that sounds like Kids Move. I don't know who that is, BG.
Because it is. Jack, how are you today, man? What's this look kind of glum?
I'm good, brother. How you doing, man? Just tired, bro. You know I'm always tired, bro. That's all.
All right. Yeah, listen, man, gaming is good right now, though, right?
It's cool. You know, Blaze did another 6-hour podcast last night, BG. So that's
that boy running a slave ship. You was on there?
Of course I was on there, man. I'm on there every other week, man.
Oh man, that boy running a podcast sweatshop.
This one I'm trying to figure out though, right? When Solid Rev on there, 2-hour show, 2-hour 30 if you feeling crazy. When I'm on there, 6 hours, 5 and a goddamn, brother.
What's there to talk about for that long? 6 hours? What y'all be talking
nothing,
about?
bro. I was
it's
like
not all
2
gaming.
hours late in the podcast. It was still 4 hours, bro. No, it's not all gaming.
Okay.
We don't really be talking about shit though.
I got
you.
I got you. Hey man. I actually hit up Blaze today. He didn't text me back.
Now he got he had to go to a wake. He had a death in the family. So
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah, he probably doing some shit today.
All right, cool. Don't know where Alex is, don't know where Smooth is. I'm sure they'll be strolling in eventually. I ain't got that much to talk about today. I'm gonna be real with you. Not that much things I'm interested in. We gave y'all like 4 hours and some change last week, I think, since we missed the week before. And then this week wasn't really that crazy with news besides Bungie being incompetent fucking morons. I think that was the biggest news of the week, and Doom the Dark Age is coming out. I think that was really it. Everything else is
and then at Haven Studio.
Oh yeah, and Jade Raymond pulling off another heist. Isn't that the irony? She's making a game about a bunch of people, an extraction shooter where you, I don't know, I guess rob from the rich. And then she pulls off another heist. Ooh. Bruh, that's Inception right there, bruh. Life imitating art imitating life, wherever the fuck. That woman is a grade A swindler. How does she keep getting away with it, man? I don't know. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I'm just gonna shoot the shit a little bit. I went to see Final Destination Bloodlines. Fire movie. Well. You liked it?
Yeah, I fought with it. It was good.
I liked it.
Bro, you know what I was saying about Final Destination though, bro? I feel like I've seen all the movies, but I really don't remember nothing from none of the movies, bro. Like, I might remember a kill or two, but I don't really remember none of the other movies like that. That shit is weird to me.
So there's this video of the producer of Final Destination. He went over every single kill in all the Final Destinations in one movie, like just explaining how they did it and like just, like kind of like the BTS behind it and everything like that. It's really good, and it just kind of brings back the memory of all the kills. The only one I didn't really remember like that was 4. 4 was I think 4 was the one with the roller coaster, and I'm like, I don't find a roller coaster accident really that scary. That'd be my thing.
What? How not, bro?
Roller coaster accident ain't that scary to me. Like
I don't even ride shit absolutely terrifying. What do you mean?
Oh, they said 3 is a roller coaster. Because roller coasters are kind of like already a little bit, the intent is for them to like, give you adrenaline and scare you a little bit. So the crash, it crashing and going off the rails to me isn't really like a departure from what roller coasters are supposed to do. So even if you die, I'm like, The risk.
So if you die, so you saying like if you die bungee jumping or like skydiving, you ain't too shocked about it because you was already doing some dangerous shit to
Exactly.
begin with.
It's already like a
Okay.
little. There's already some risk to it, where the intent is kind of like might be the result of you dying, whereas a plane, niggas want to make it to their destination. Not saying niggas don't want to get off of the roller coaster, but it's risky. So that's why I was like, that roller coaster ride ain't. That's the only one I didn't remember. But I love Final Destination franchise, and I was surprised they were on hiatus for so long because the movies are fire.
Hey man, shout out to Tony Todd, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I almost shed a thug tear on his scenes, bro. I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's like his last role before he died, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it
had
was.
to be. Damn,
Damn.
bro.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh, 4 was the racetrack. Yeah, I don't give a damn. I don't care about no
Okay,
racetrack.
I remember that. I went to the theaters to see. Is that the one that came out in 2011?
Might
I
have
went to
been.
the theaters to see that. Yeah. I seen that one.
A racetrack.
Definitely seen it.
I'm also not like impressed by a racetrack because that's so far off from something that I'm familiar with. You know, like how many of us are ever gonna go to like some F1 race? You know, that's not something
Hey, man.
culturally that we do.
That's how Maud Flanders died too. Stay woke.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Didn't she fall out the stadium?
Yeah, because Homer was trying to get them to shoot a t-shirt at him, and then when they did it, he dipped down, and the shirt hit Maud Flanders. She fell off the damn bleachers.
That's nuts.
That was fucked up, bro. Damn.
Shout out to Maud. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, and I just like 5 because, you know, spoilers, even though the movie is like over 10 years old, it was like a prequel. I did not see that twist coming. I was like, oh shit. That's fire. All right. This is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 450. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. If you want to support the podcast, patreon.com/Weapon Wheel Podcast. And if you want to become a YouTube channel member, just hit the join button. You can also support us by hitting the like button. Check out all the Patreon perks. And if you want to submit gameplay for the podcast, link is in the description for you to drag and drop your gameplay into the folder. All gameplay is appreciated. We are still doing the Last of Us Season 2 watch party after this. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of glad this shit is over next week.
Bro, that shit been putting me in a coma, bro. The last 3 episodes, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah, I know the cameras aren't on. I can't turn them on until one more person comes in here. So, you know, hey, Rystar, you messaged me, so you come in here to fill the spot till somebody else gets in. You know, help out, do something. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm cool with this being over, bro. I'm cool with this being over. Because I don't even understand how it's over next week. She killed one person. She killed one person,
Really?
Jack. Yeah. Nora, that's it.
Well, we knew they was going to cut out. They were going to have to cut out a lot of this shit, bro. She just. Well, I'm not getting into this. Well, we know what's going on with you. It's getting progressively worse. The one thing I can say about the Last of Us TV show, to people that like the first season, don't like the first season, I think I think a lot of people are agreeing to saying the show is getting progressively worse. And I like the way the second season started out, but
yeah,
I can't do it, bro. This shit is boring as hell. Like,
because I'm like, is she gonna kill like what's her name? Meg? Is it Meg? And
Meg.
Owen.
oh
and
yeah, okay, Meg,
next
yeah,
week
yeah.
because they're supposed to die.
Oh yeah, she killed all the friends in that little one
Yeah,
spot.
she killed.
They might do it different. They might do it different with Jesse and all that.
Yeah,
They might do it different.
So I don't know. I don't know, dog. All right. Yeah, I'm BG. That's Jack. That's Jazzy. Where should we start? Let me see. Let's start with some small things we don't really care about, I guess. There's a G.I.
Wait.
Joe. What?
I go ahead.
There's a G.I. Joe Snake Eyes AAA game being made from former Bethesda, WB, Marvel, Epic, and other former members of other AAA studios.
Mm.
I've never
I
really
didn't,
been
I
into
ain't-
G.I. Joe like that.
Yeah, I was about to say that I didn't grow up with G.I. Joe. I grew up with like Ninja Turtles, like Nickelodeon shit like that, Disney Channel. I ain't really the Transformers, the G.I. Joe, He-Man and all that. That was like a little bit before my time, bro. Like, I ain't really fuck with that growing up. Jazzy?
No comment.
There you go.
Jazzy was in the military since he was 5. He didn't get to experience no childhood, nigga.
Ain't like he liked the G.I. Joe. That seemed like, yeah, that's your type shit, right?
He
No.
ain't watch no Saturday morning cartoons or nothing.
No, I could tell
Didn't
kind of
watch
show
the
you. Huh?
I didn't watch the G.I. Joe cartoons at all, or I think I watched the live action movie, and that was it.
I'm gonna predict a cartoon that Jazzy used to like off top of my head. You used to fuck with that show Reboot, didn't it, Jazzy? Reboot?
No.
I'm surprised I like a show you a fuck with. Okay.
Jazzy probably watched Big Bad
I know what-
Beetleborgs or whatever that shit was.
Ew.
Nah, I vaguely watched a few episodes, but I never really watched it. But I know it was like ridiculous. That's all. But it's like whatever.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck.
I definitely don't.
What up, JG? Thanks for being a spot filler,
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, just for the screen. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything, JG? No? Okay.
He ain't
fuck
gonna
you.
say nothing. He is there to like fill the spot.
Ain't
Fuck
that
you.
my man that was on the Solid Cast last night? Am I tripping?
I don't know.
No, you're thinking of somebody else.
Oh, there you got the same name.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the G.I. Joe, I watched the movie. Wasn't Marlon Wayans in that shit for some reason? Am I
Yes.
tripping? And didn't he play like the main character? What was his name? Ripcord? Riptide? Some shit like that?
I can't watch no bullshit. I really don't like shit based in like the military, the army. I never really been a big fan of that setting for like stories and shit.
And then they had the Snake Eyes spinoff. I still never watched it. Yeah. And then the Transformers movies like are supposed to be Transformers and G.I. Joe are supposed to like be in the same universe in the future.
Merged or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it got teased because of Rise of Beast.
And I could see that working because, you know, the humans that worked with the Transformers, that it could just be like that. It'll be like just no difference. Because they always got like the military and the humans that work with the Transformers in the movies. So I guess that could work. Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let me see. Activision is ending support for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. There will be no new content and no more updates for this game going forward. This was a little bit surprising to me, only because I thought this shit made a ton of money. Like a lot of money. Oh, I remember, and I'm not saying that's not true, but I remember, you know, during the whole Activision, you know, the whole ABK acquisition and the trial and all that shit. All the Xbox fans were talking about, you know, oh yeah, the money is gonna come in from mobile and come in from here and come in from there. Like, but if this is making so much money, why is it being shut down? Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I don't give a fuck anyway because it's Call of Duty, but we know a lot of these mobile games be making a lot of money. Let me look it up real quick. In a statement on Friday, Activision said it has decided to end support for Warzone Mobile because it has not met our expectations with mobile. First players like it has with PC and console audiences. Wait, this doesn't make no sense. Am I tripping when I've seen them say like this shit has made
Bro,
like millions upon millions and
two
millions, close to $1 billion or something like that?
2 years ago, that's all motherfucker was talking about.
That's what I'm
How much Call
saying.
of Duty Mobile was making, and yeah, that's really what they was getting it for, and Candy Crush and all that. That's all people was talking about. Now they saying it ain't making no fucking money for real, or it ain't meeting their expectations.
Call of
Maybe
Duty
it's not making. Maybe it's not making a lot of money if you spend 70 billion on it. Maybe that's when it's not making a lot of money.
Warzone Mobile, despite initial hype and a $1.4 million revenue in 4 days of launch, ultimately failed to meet Activision's expectations and is shutting down. The game, released in March 2024, generated $6.92 million in its first month. So maybe that trailed off and it's not making that type of money no more.
I guess it'll cost more money to develop it than it would to keep it on the keep it active. I guess so. Shit.
Wait, hold on. Somebody said 2 different mobile games.
Oh, that's what it
Warzone
is.
Mobile
That's
and
what it
COD
is.
Mobile are 2 different. See, I would have not have known that.
Ew,
They got
okay,
2
okay,
different
okay.
games on
So one of
mobile?
them making money, and the other one just like staying afloat, I guess. So they probably just ditching the other one
Yeah,
for the one that's
Warzone
actually making some revenue.
is the battle royale, so I guess COD Mobile is still fine. Oh, okay. So that makes sense.
There you
They
go.
fine. There
I
you
thought it
go.
was. I definitely thought it was the same shit because I ain't plugged in with all the Call of Duty and the mobile cell phone. I ain't plugged in with all that.
Yeah, we're not casual, you know, we're not casual scum, so why would we know that? Yeah. All right. Salute Call of Duty, I guess. Let's see. The next title for the next Super Mario movie is called Super Mario World.
Ooh, that's also
Makes
the
sense.
best Super Mario game, by the way.
Mm.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, I think it got leaked from like Universal or something like that, but then they like took it down immediately because they don't want the ninjas after them probably.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, man. That first movie was really good, bro. I went to the theater just to see that. I thought it was dope.
Nah, it was.
Yeah, I thought
Smooth said he'll be in by 6, by the way.
yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
And
Smooth.
that makes sense for the title because like at the end of the movie they tease that the Yoshi egg, so that's makes sense that would be the
Oh
for
yeah,
the
they
second
did. They
one.
did.
Yeah. It's a good movie. I'm glad a lot of video game movies are turning out to be actually pretty good nowadays. So Amy Hennig's Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra has been delayed to 2026.
I mean, I feel like that game is shovelware until further notice. We haven't seen no gameplay. Most people saying the game looked too good to be true. How they were showing the graphics and all that. People saying it's not going to even look nowhere close to that. I don't know, dog. I was possibly interested in trying that game out though, man. I ain't really no big Black Panther and all that type fan. Captain, whatever the fuck. What was it? Iron Man and that? Ain't that the game? Yeah. I'm not necessarily a big fan of all that, but
Who was he
I fuck with it.
arguing with on that bridge? It was Black Panther and somebody. No, it was Captain America. It was Black Panther and Captain America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Captain America.
I just feel like Amy Hennig is just gonna put a bit. We know she's all about story narrative writing, but I feel like when I look at this game, it's going to be mechanically poor. You know, where things are going to be. I like linear, but I feel like things. I could be completely wrong, but things might be a little bit too linear and too
You saying
gameplay and mechanically poor.
it look like it's gonna be an interactive movie? Is the way you trying to put it?
Kinda. Um, it's just gonna play very. It's gonna be a very basic from gameplay
But
standpoint.
I don't even know if we can say because we literally haven't seen any gameplay. I don't even know if we can say that though. You know what I mean?
No.
Like
Yeah.
they ain't
Yeah,
show shit but a cutscene.
the biggest selling point because it was on Unreal Engine 5 and they've only seen like the mocap and people like talking. So
That shit did look crazy though. That shit definitely look crazy. Graphically, that shit look crazy.
it did. But do you think that's gonna be like the final build? when we get the game?
I think it's gonna look. I mean, bro, we in 2025, bro. If you can't get a game to look close to like that, and you got all this money behind it, it's an issue, bro. Like, I think it's gonna look pretty similar to that, if not like that.
Yeah, it's not going to be a. I would say it's not going to be. I think an impressive world, like a sprawling. I don't want an open world, but I don't think it's going to be even like this wide. I guess hub world or whatever they call it, wide linear. I feel like it's going to be. I don't know. I'm damn near thinking this is going to be like almost like a Telltale or a Quantic Dream game a little bit.
Damn.
I'm kind of like with a little bit of combat.
I ain't willing to go there. I ain't willing to go that far. You see, that's how I think the new Mafia gonna be. I think the new Mafia gonna be like straight cutscenes, damn near. But I don't know.
No.
I mean, when did they show that? Was that last year they showed that? Year before last? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but I remember they showed it at an Unreal Engine like actual presentation. That's when we first seen it, so if that makes sense.
God damn, bro.
Yeah. All right. They got to delay this generation, bro. They have to. I mean, postpone it. Delay. They got to postpone it, bro. They got to.
These games not coming out fast enough.
They got to extend it, yeah, because games take so long to develop. Everything gets delayed. You
think they're gonna delay? That might make them fast track bringing out the newer consoles, though. If we thinking about it, because look,
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying if it's taking, think about it like this, right? If it's taking these games, all these games getting delayed out to 2026, 2027 or later, they might be on some type time to where the shit gonna be cross generation anyway. Let's start off instead of, since this generation kind of, it faltered off or whatever. Let's start the next generation hot. All these cross generation games gonna be coming out. They just gonna use them as launch titles for the PS6 anyway. So when niggas talk about PS6 launch with fucking Black Panther and Intergalactic, and you know how it's gonna go. So I feel like they just gonna try to push that shit out quicker, bro. We already heard rumors, because at first everybody was like, "There's no way the PS6 ain't coming out before 2028." We heard rumors they trying to get that bitch out in 2027. Like, what? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I just feel like you're not actually maximizing on the console and the possible games that could come out for these platforms if you don't prolong it till like at least an extra. I feel like you got to do an extra year. At the least, you got to do an extra year, bro.
I'm gonna tell you how fucked off we is as a society of gamers, bro. Last week, or week before last, niggas was amazed that the base PS5 could render mountains, my nigga. I was like, what? A nigga was walking on a mountain plane. They were like, this the base PS5? Oh my God. I'm like, I'm glad the base PS5 can render some fucking sheep and mountains, my nigga. Like, amazing. Like, what the fuck? Bro, it's been 5 years into the generation. The shit niggas getting mind blown about now is beyond me, bro. You didn't see the massive scope and scale, and bro, they've been using them same tricks since fucking Skyrim and all this other old. You see that mountain back there? You could go there, and they're like, oh my God, wow. Like, bro, yeah. I'm past that, brother. We past that, brother.
People sometimes do this thing where they hear the word base and then automatically like link that to being weak or inferior. Like, listen, base PS4, I think adequately had that like kind of weak connotation to it. But base PS5, is still,
what? That's a good point.
It's still what it is. It's fine.
They automatically assuming the PS5 Pro just gonna be leaps and bounds, and oh my God, they didn't. You gotta hope they actually utilizing the PS5 Pro with some of this shit. On top of that, they keep talking about they gotta redo the PSSR and the FSR. They redoing this shit every few weeks trying to improve it. Like, bro, you got to hope they done knelt down some shit for this, bro. Like, ain't none of that stuff guaranteed. That motherfucker might come out and look damn near identical on the PS5 Pro. We do not know, bro. We do not know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that why I've been seeing people like try to buy a PS5 Pro in hopes for like GTA 6, even though it's not guaranteed that that's going to be a day one.
You know
thing,
what's funny, Jazzy?
hasn't said anything. What's up?
A lot of people, when I was saying I'm not too interested in the PS5 Pro at the current moment, everybody said, well, you're going to play GTA 6 and you're going to want the 60 frames. And my response was always, You know, I was always saying, you know damn well, I don't give a fuck what that GTA 6 running on. It's not gonna be a 60 frames per second option, bro. Like, and now that we see that trailer, I still don't think they're gonna have a 60 frame per second option, even on the PS5 Pro. So, did people finesse themselves thinking they was gonna get 60 frames with the Pro on GTA 6? I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. I can't see it happening.
I can see it like a prioritized frame rate option at best, but it's not like a guaranteed lock 60.
I think if that game truly as immersive and dense as it's supposed to be, as we're expecting, is no way in hell that game is gonna be 60 frames on the PS5 Pro. I can say that confidently. I don't see it happening, bro. I truly don't. Unless the graphics take a fucking huge hit. Like, I don't see it, dog.
Yeah. I mean, I never thought like GTA was gonna be able the PS5 Pro was gonna be able to run GTA at no 60 frames. That was never the reason I bought it. So
I'm gonna be honest, bro. As if I owned a PS5 Pro, I would not want GTA 6 to be capable even hitting 60 frames. If it's capable of hitting 60 frames, that means there's something missing from that game that should be there, in my opinion. I want that motherfucker to be as massive as possible. Shit I ain't never seen in a game before. Like, bro, I want that motherfucker to be struggling damn near. Like, I need them to put the maximum amount of shit in that game, bro. Like, 60 frames? Fuck no.
Yeah.
They don't have to. You know why? Because we're gonna have the GTA for like a long while over time, and you know there's gonna be a PS6 native version.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Though, when they put, bro, I think GTA 5 to get 60 frames until what, the PS5? Like that bitch had to go through 3 generations. So yeah, when they launched the PS6 version and all this, then I hope for better frame rates and all that.
Yeah.
I ain't expecting for this generation.
Yo, Deontay, you could talk. Your mic working?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I don't think you were actually muted. I think you muted yourself.
No, it said I didn't have the permissions to talk at first.
You're a demigod, though. Demigods got permission to talk.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I don't think you know how to use a computer, good brother. I'm gonna be real with you.
No, don't do that, nigga.
I'm dead serious. I don't think you know what you're doing.
I literally had like the error that says you don't have permission to speak, and I couldn't unmute myself. So maybe I probably need like the podcast role. Who knows? I'm not too sure.
Where are you from, Deontay?
No, it's just that people with the God role have to do the actual settings to let you have permissions to actually speak.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
I'm from Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Y'all had computers when y'all was growing up?
Wow.
Of course we did, you worthless nigga.
Bro, why do BG think the South ain't got nothing, bro?
I'm saying, bro.
I'm just saying.
This coming from the nigga in the north that be eating on rats for breakfast and dinner. Like,
oh,
get the fuck out of here.
He didn't know Tennessee had like regular roads, bro. He thought we got to fish like fucking bears for our food and all this shit.
You think we still had dirt roads?
That's what I'm saying. This ain't Mississippi, bro. You got a point if you say Mississippi.
Why are you talking about Mississippi like that? I heard they doing fine over there.
Redemption 2, and then he was like, "Oh man, the South is all like that." Like, nigga.
Look, Mississippi is next to where I live at, bro. I see how them niggas living. You might got a point if you talking about over there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Swamp God. Oh, so you from Georgia? You ever been chased?
Nigga, what?
Huh?
Yo, you ever been chased?
Bro,
he finna ask you if you got your freedom papers next, Deontay.
Yeah, like what the hell? What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
You never been chased?
No.
I got a better question.
Okay.
All right, you in Georgia? Have you ever been called twin?
Yeah,
I heard that's big. They call you that now out there.
Yeah.
There you go. See, there you go, BG. That's a new lingo.
So no, like white man with overalls on and a big belly never checked you. Never checked you.
No.
Like, okay.
No, nigga.
He's still talking about Mississippi, bro.
I'm just checking, doing a pulse check. My bad.
Nah.
All right.
You know, BG, they call Georgia, well, they call Atlanta Black Hollywood now. How you feel about that?
They call it the a great place for black. But he's not in Atlanta, right? You just said Georgia. You can say Atlanta.
Yeah.
He might be in a better part. Well, Atlanta overcrowded. He might be in a better part.
Yeah, Atlanta is overcrowded. I'm not in Atlanta at all. So
okay.
I'm like on the very outskirts of Atlanta. It was like I want to say like 45 minutes away.
With farm and wheat.
Yep. You know it.
So I wasn't wrong to ask him if he ever been chased.
Okay,
he got farm and wheat around him.
Okay. All right. Okay.
He got farm and weed around him, bro. I watch a lot of documentaries.
Oh my God.
You know the type of area that niggas was getting kidnapped and buried in the 70s and 80s, farmland and wheat.
We got a follow-up
Nah.
question.
No.
Do all your do 9 out of 10 of your neighbors look like gaming addict? Yes or no?
That's actually true. Yes.
Okay, hey BG, you might be on to something. Hey, ask them some more questions. We might be. We
Yeah.
got
Come
them.
on, man.
Y'all can't make me think I'm crazy, bro. I know what I'm asking, bro. I know what the world is.
The place where you thinking that is where Grab 8 stay at, man.
Oh, okay.
Not familiar. Not familiar. I don't no idea what that is.
That's
the place where you thinking about is where he stay at. That's where all that bullshit be happening at.
I don't know who he is.
Lord have mercy.
You speaking unfamiliars on here. Never heard of him.
Hey man, it's the truth.
Oh boy.
Oh, look
Hey,
who pop up soon as you say that. Look who pop up soon as
Hey
you say
man,
that.
just Deontay, just give your social information in case somebody wants to contact you after that name drop, because I don't want to get hit up. How they contact you? How can they get in contact with you? Touch with you?
Contact me on Twitter and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Deontay said something crazy already.
I thought yours was deactivated or something.
Nah, I ended up coming back to Twitter because, bro, you can barely find any other gaming news outside of Twitter. Like, I tried Reddit, and them niggas don't be talking about shit.
What about Blue Sky? You ain't saying you ain't fucking with Blue Sky?
No nigga don't be engaging on there for real, man.
No nigga.
You know what I found out about Blue Sky, bro? Do you know that was made by the same nigga that made Twitter, bro?
Yeah.
Like, he a genius, bro. Nigga made Twitter, cashed out, then made the exact same app over again. Like, damn.
Yeah. Isn't it? I thought it was a woman, or maybe the woman who's
it's a dude.
No, it was a dude.
Yeah. No,
same dude that created Twitter made Blue Sky.
He only did as an alternative to because of what Elon was doing.
Yeah.
But he sold it and then made the exact same shit over again. Like,
I'm on Blue Sky.
That's some smart shit.
But yeah, like
it. On Blue Sky, BG.
Just wanted to try it out as an alternative. I haven't been on there in months because, as he said, you don't get the news. Like, I'm on Twitter for like news and updates, and it's not on there like that. Like, all the shit that you'll want to see, it's just not there. You got to go digging for it.
That shit was a move for people to get some good virtue signal.
It's the threads of fucking it's a whole bunch of people that's angry at Twitter for changing their name to X, and they don't like Elon Musk, and they on there trying to prove a point, but like didn't nobody follow him over there, so it's like you can come on back.
But it is very peaceful over there, bro. You're not gonna see nothing toxic, like all of the bad, annoying shit and just the dumb conversation. You go, my nigga, you go over there, it's the Garden of Eden. Just all peaceful and shit. That's what I did like about it, bro. It's clean, it's
Jack,
nice.
You might like it over there.
It's a good neighborhood.
You know what's fucked up though?
There's no Godzilla not over there.
Fuck that stupid ass nigga. But a lot of peaceful people that was on my timeline on Twitter went to Blue Sky. Like my guy Eric Cuts went over there. I don't see them on Twitter no more. So it's like, damn. Now
Dreamcast
Jason Schreier's over there. The NPD dude is over there now exclusively. Like,
I need him to come back to Twitter,
me
man.
too.
Come on,
Me
y'all.
too.
What y'all doing? Doing?
Yeah. I can't blame him though. It's nice, bro. It's the suburbs. It's the suburbs, but ain't shit going on. That's the problem.
Yeah, I might be a little bit too raunchy for that side. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What the raunchy is a crazy word to describe yourself.
Alex, if it's too tame over there, I'm posting my dick. Simple. I'm gonna make the app pop. You know that.
Okay, you make that dick pop fire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Deontay, did you hey Jack, did you tell BG about what's popping off this week?
What happened?
Are we ever gonna do like a Weapon Uno night?
Oh man,
bro, I don't know if y'all want them type problems after what I did to y'all the other night.
What
bro.
me and Deontay did last night, nigga, we probably on some registry right now, nigga. We fucked these niggas for an hour and a half.
In Uno?
Oh, y'all was about it.
Nigga, what? They was talking about 2v2. Bro, Jack, we had the craziest rules. We still whooped their ass. It got to where they weren't talking for like 40 minutes. They didn't talk. It was a 2v2. They didn't talk. Crazy.
Wow.
That's heat.
I think we should do a game.
Go ahead and put a name on that, Alex.
Saint Kiki Don. You niggas will forever be in our memory.
Damn, you whoop Saint like that and Kiki? Oh man.
Yo, the nigga Saint started humming. The nigga started playing music and just humming to himself in the background. I'm like, this shit crazy.
He started singing Negro spirituals. That's fucked up.
Imagine losing for an hour. You just go.
That nigga was singing the
You know what
soundtrack.
glass involved. You know what glass involved when it happened.
What if he said, "Shut your bitch ass up"? That's what he was saying, bro. He was mad as shit.
That nigga was like, pale moon, pale moon.
But anyway, my bad.
Yep. People are mad because Doom Dark Ages, the physical disc doesn't have the actual game on it. Listen, I gotta get over it. I'm sorry.
That's a fair. See, because the point.
What's the point of having it? Does the license open?
No, I'm saying the whole thing about physical media, having physical media, is the fact that if they ever, take the licenses off of stores or delist something, you will have it in physical form to where that's why people don't like games that aren't unplayable without patching it. So, I mean, at that point, yeah, you just really got the game key on a fucking disc, so you still beholden to them. Like, I don't like that, bro.
Well, let me ask.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Call of Duty's been doing for 2023, and I think that Spiral Reignited Trilogy you need to download on the disc too.
But let me ask, right? Don't people who want physical disc and are collectors, does it really matter to you if it's on the disc? Don't you just want like the actual physical object? Do you really care if it's on there or not?
But what they saying is, like, if the internet ever go down, you can't play it. If they delist it or whatever happened, bro. The whole point is it's technically not like that, but they want the freedom of actually owning it. They feel like they actually own it, which they technically kind of do. So
this game's
if they ever want to go back and play it,
they basically making the physical media like the premium. Like, Jack, some of them games that you paying for the service that's in your library, but they taking it off the store type shit.
I mean, it's a glorified rental if you buying it and the download is, you got to download it all. It's a glorified download, bro. I mean, a glorified rental at that point.
Same reason why people still buy music in the streaming there, because they could delist take that shit off.
That's why it was a big deal that Marvel vs. Capcom collection came out, because it was delisted on the PS3 and Xbox 360 stores when it was on digital.
Yeah,
but sometimes with some of the physical discs, like you can get the 1.0 versions of them without all the patches and stuff. And I think I had told Jazzy like earlier this year, like when I was playing like The Last Guardian, if you were to have like the digital or update like the game or so, you can't play that game in like a 60 FPS mode. But you can only play the 60 FPS mode only with the 1.0, which you would have to buy physical discs for.
There's a few games like that. I think Until Dawn was like that. God of War. Yep. Yeah, if you got the disc version, the unpatched version, like it play 4K 60 or whatever, and then when they patch it, it makes the game worse for some. I don't know what the fuck they be doing, bro.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a few games like that though.
Yeah. Unless it was probably not optimized for it, I guess. Or Ninja.
Oh yeah, they had like an unlocked frame rate and shit. Yeah, and they lock it back down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on the other side of this. I'm gonna be the evil guy. The whole if my internet goes down shit. Listen, that shit ain't flying no more, bro. That shit is not flying. Yeah, I got it. Like it's not happy. How often is your? Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this. That excuse. Oh, I'm worried about my internet going down, and then I won't be able to play my games.
Okay, how about this? Because this does happen. What if they take the whole storefront down? They took down, they tried to take down the PS3 store. Okay, imagine you got a game. I got Plants vs. Zombies over there on PS3 on disc, right? I can still play that game no matter if PSN exists on PS3 or not. I can pop the disc in, play the game. If they take down PSN, I can't play that fucking game no more. Especially if I didn't delete it and I ain't keep it saved on my system. I can never play that fucking game again. It's gone forever. That's what they say.
To add to that, you ain't got to take the store down, Jack. What about the times where the server's just down and your internet working? It's just the server's down, so you really can't play shit.
Oh yeah, if they turn so yeah, man. First of all, bro, if you buy a disc, you want the fucking product actually on the disc, bro. Like it is. I don't see how that's a point of contention. I think that's just a given, bro. Like,
but BG been the download poppy since fucking. He been screaming forever not to buy physical.
6-7 years almost now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with all of it. I'm just saying, bro. They need, if you sell them the disc, bro, put the actual fucking game on the disc. That's
I just think y'all are. It reminds me of Hoarders. It's like when I watch Hoarders, and the people don't want to throw something away. Oh, I might need this plastic bag, that I got from the store just in case. You never know; it could come in handy. Shut your ass up. Throw the shit away.
I might need this doo-doo diaper.
Exactly.
Well, to be fair, to be fair, some of that is useful. Like for a lot of like the Cartoon Network shows, you can't even watch those on HBO Max anymore.
Exactly.
They took out so many.
Delisted all.
Those actually
So
come
You
in
just
handy.
woke up Jack. You activated Jack.
So no, but he brings up a good point. So they taking off all the cartoons off. They by the way, Warner Brothers owns all this shit. They don't have to do this. They doing it for tax write-offs. So you want to watch Looney Tunes? I pay for fucking HBO Max every month. Oh, Looney Tunes ain't on there no more. Imagine if those DVDs you bought of that show, you had to download them to watch them. The shit wouldn't work no more, bro. Like, that's the whole point. So now if you got the DVDs, you got physical media of this shit, you can still have access to this stuff while them discs still work and operate. I think, yeah, bro. Physical, it's a place for physical media.
Y'all
There's
worried
always gonna
about-
be a place for
Yeah,
physical
because
worried
even
about-
then, like even with stuff changing licenses, but like Spectacular Spider-Man show that used to be on Netflix, but then it changed to Disney Plus. So
Yeah.
that's why stuff like that can happen. If there ever comes a time where like the Batman the animated series, if that gets taken off of Max, then it's like, dude,
Bro, I just it should
Might
never
kill
be.
somebody.
It should never be a reason where a company that owns the like with PSN, bro. This is what I hate what they do with PSN, whatever the fuck this shit, Plus or whatever the fuck it's called now, the cloud streaming shit. I hate when they take off the original version of the game to put a newer version on there. They not supposed to do that, first of all. If a game got multiple versions, I think you should have every single version of that game on there. Some people like to go back and play the original versions of games. If a game has a PS3 version, that's the version I might want to play. If it got a PS4, that's the version I might want to play. If I buy an upgrade to a game, don't automatically delete the other version of the game that I own. I want both of them, bro. Like, they kill me with this shit. It's very annoying, bro. Very fucking annoying.
If you worried about lost media, I need you to find some vagina. That's
Wow.
That's what I say.
That's
what I say.
That's
no,
not nice.
You see what it is? I think BG is just spoiled. I think he's spoiled by what other industry other than movie? I guess music, those two big ones. I think he's spoiled because you know that other shit that you never have to worry about. Music, you could go look at a 1998 mix album from Grand Pool or some shit. But imagine
BG don't
imagine
rewatch movies. BG don't rewatch movies. BG don't rewatch movies. I don't know how much he re-listens to music, but imagine your favorite movies or music, you can never see them ever again. You would probably be fine with that.
Movies, I don't watch rewatch movies. I hardly replay games. Music, of course, is more meant to be replayed than the others.
If you an outlier, why are you mad at us?
Imagine somebody saying your top 30 movies, you will never able to watch them again. Your top 30 games, you can never play them again. You should feel a type way about that. Like, that's fucking crazy, bro. Because they just want to delist some shit. What? That's crazy.
Hey, man.
I don't know, though.
More games keep coming out.
Jack, delist some shit and then upload a 2025 potato sack racing game on that fucking store.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
It ain't like they making space for better shit.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying, bro. They be delisting shit for no reason. Would be killing me, bro. Like,
hey, Alex. Hey,
what's up?
Let them delist Resident Evil 4, the OG, and the remake. Big deal. Will be going fucking crazy.
You know what?
Be like, oh my god,
nigga!
You know
I got like 4 platinums with that shit on it, nigga.
It's like 2 or 3 episodes of South Park. You can only access these episodes now if you own the DVDs. Like, I think it was when they showed the Prophet Muhammad. That episode got completely banned. So on streaming, it don't exist no more. Any re-releases, it don't exist no more. The only way you can ever watch them episodes ever again is if you own the fucking DVD of it, bro. And then even some shit like South Park, they went back and remastered every single episode one by one. So like, you can't even really access the old 4x3 episodes of that fucking show anymore. Like, I think that's not right, bro.
I saw that episode where they showed.
Would you be mad at remastering? I feel like that's just a net positive if they remaster.
But what I'm saying is there are purists. There are people that like to watch the original format of the show. I think they both should be available. And those other episodes, they didn't get remastered because they got banned. So that's the only way you can watch them episodes anyway.
Now I'm not mad at it because there's some people, the communities where it's like, I just bought a new CRT TV from a garage. Some niggas will watch old shit for the nostalgia aspect, but
some people prefer like VHS to like Blu-rays or DVD. Some people it's certain visual aesthetics that they like. Yeah. So that some people prefer watching shit on VHS opposed to like a 4K or whatnot.
I'm gonna stop hating on y'all.
It's all purpose at the end of the day.
Let y'all enjoy y'all little petty hobby of collecting physical
Thank
things.
you, BG. Thank you, BG.
My bad.
Nigga gotta thank you and a fuck you and a say.
Nev just messaged me. He said you will crumble.
Thank you, Nev.
Type of threat is that? Nigga,
Fuck this nigga up, Craig. Fuck this
nigga sent me a medieval threat. Your empire will crumble. The fuck is wrong with you, Nev?
He's spitting right now.
Talk to that nigga.
Hey man, I'm sorry. I'm the enemy of people who like physical disc. I'm sorry. I will continue to be that.
X.
Let's move on. Texas Chainsaw Massacre support is ending. Won't receive any more DLC.
Wow.
Horrible game.
Dead by Daylight still reigns supreme. That's crazy,
bro.
And niggas be hating on Dead Light. You like Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, I play it.
I like Dead by Daylight. I don't know why you hating on it. I mean, I know why niggas hate, but y'all niggas, that hate is undeserved.
I don't like it. I hate how jittery that gameplay is.
Well, you hate black women. You think that's the only game black women play?
I love black women. They just don't like
that
me
and
too
Apex
much.
Legends.
So look,
See, look, y'all.
But he ain't bro.
And Sims. Listen, y'all know. Listen, I love black women. But
That's
they
the
play
only
3
trendy of black
games.
women. What we
They
talking
play
about?
3 games. Sims, Apex Legends, and this shit. I don't know
That's
why.
fucked up, man.
Bro, straight facts, bro. Straight facts, bro.
That's fucked up.
Bro, so look, with this Texas Chainsaw shit, bro, I played the game a little bit. I ain't played too much. I'm gonna say this about Illphonic. I'm gonna say this about Gun Media. They fucked up. They continue to fuck up. They have tried to recapture the magic of Friday the 13th, the game, ever since they released it, and they have failed ever since. Dead Alliance, fucking Texas
I forgot
Chainsaw.
about Dead Alliance. Damn.
What the fuck is that other bullshit? Predator, Hunting Grounds,
That was
Killer
ass.
Clowns from Outer. All them games, they not all made by Gun Media or Illphonic, but every single one of them games is made by devs that worked on Friday the 13th, the game, and they have not recaptured that magic since. It was just a bad. I know he played the game a lot of. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Pretty much the game is filled with tryhards now. People, like, if you really know how to play that game, you can escape, he said, within like the first 2 to 3 minutes. And then if they don't escape, they just griefing the whole. Like, it's just stupid shit, bro. And then they just got, bro, what they got to do, what they refuse to do. And then they lied to the people. They said we can't bring out no more new content because Friday the 13th was going through a lawsuit. That wasn't even all the way true because they were still releasing Friday the 13th content in games that wasn't made by them. So apparently it can't be all the way true. The lawsuit got settled and they still refuse to make any more content for the game. They need to go back, remaster that game, and make it up to snuff for current day consoles and re-release that motherfucker. That's what they got to do. That's what's going to bring the money in. They tripping.
I just don't know why any big publisher never really invested in one of those games, because I feel like you could corner a market if yours is the dominant 4v1 asymmetrical game. Like,
bro.
But Dead by Daylight is the dominant one.
I mean, Dead by Daylight is very successful, but
and they the ones that have all the fucking brand deals, and
that gameplay loop fucking sucks to me, bro. It really does. You put a nigga on a hook and then, bro, you playing all these classic historical killers, and the only way you can kill somebody is you get an ultra rare perk unlocked. The only other way to kill somebody, you got to put them on a hook and hope they squiggle too much in the hook. Like, don't play that dumbass shit. You pushing down a pallet, stopping
Let me know you've never been put on a hook. Just say that. That shit.
Bro,
get
that
real,
game is
that shit get real hectic.
Dead by Daylight is ass, bro, compared to Friday, bro.
Alex is a fish.
Dead by Daylight. In my opinion, Dead by Daylight is fun for the exact same reason why you thought Friday was fun. You thought Friday had a meta game into it. You thought Friday used the comms well. You thought Friday had good enough jank that it was good jank. Like, that's all.
The thing about Dead by Daylight, though, I don't like the meta game of it. How niggas camp the hook. I just don't like the way people play the game, bro. Like, and then you really only got one way of escaping the generator bullshit. And I just was never a fan of Dead by Daylight. But
you can't camp the hook no more. You can't camp the hook or do anything.
Oh, really? They finally got that out the game?
Yeah, they fixed that like a long time ago. And then you can also escape by the hatch or, by the generator.
Yeah, the hatch.
Yeah.
Or the gate. You can escape by the gates.
Yeah.
And you know what else I will say about Friday the 13th, where I think they got it right? The game was simplistic enough to pick up and play, and it was an easy enough concept to grasp, and you understand, okay, if I put this here, I can do that. Like, these other games, they just added, like, I guess it ain't too difficult to understand, but at the same time, I don't feel like none of them other games is pick up and play for real. Like, if you don't know the meta game to it, or you don't know exactly what to, like, they got some shit. Oh, wake up grandpa in the kitchen. Like, bro, what the fuck waking up grandpa do? Like, come on, bro. What is all this extra shit, bro?
Yeah, I never got to play Texas Chain. So by the time it got free on PlayStation Premium, everybody else had left it. So
I just didn't like the gameplay, bro. I wasn't fucking with it like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Bring back Friday, man. Bring back Friday.
Helldivers 2 is getting a major update, I guess you can say. The Illuminate are coming. That's what they called, right?
Damn, finally.
And you're getting weapon customization. I think there's a few other things in there. I don't got the full details, but it's mainly
Did you say wet weapon?
Yeah, what? I said weapon.
Weapon wheel. Oh.
You said wet weapon.
I probably just stuttered. Weapon wheel.
All right.
Customization.
I thought you said wet weapon. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Weapon customization. So attachments, the aesthetic of your weapon also, I think. So you could do that before you get in the game.
When we played that, were y'all playing ADS in first person?
No.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Only with the railgun. I think it was the railgun.
I actually didn't mind the first person in that game. It wasn't bad.
Are we all gonna get back on that? I feel like every time they get an update, people say, "Hey, new update," but none of us get on it to play it. Has the Thunder lost? Has the Thunder lost?
The Thunder up by like 40 points right now. 42 points.
Nigga, I said the Thunder of the game.
He's talking about
you talking about the Thunder OKC. I'm like,
he's talking about like, is the Thunder the Thunder and the excitement gone from Helldivers 2?
I said Thunder putting belt to ass right now. Them niggas
just gave me a stat line. What the hell?
My bad. Shit, go ahead.
For me, PvE games just in general, all of them don't have staying power for me. I think like if I get on Helldivers 2 right now, it's fun. It's like it actually is still really fun, but it's not. I don't have the excitement to turn it on because I know I'm going to be shooting just essentially bots and AI, and I want to ruin a real life person's life. I don't want to ruin bots' lives. I want to make somebody else angry that's breathing and speaking on the other side of it.
You can't
That'd be
just
my
friendly
thing.
fire.
You got do you got Arrowhead statements that they made this week in the docket, good brother?
No. What did they say?
Oh, you don't?
Do you know? What?
About how their next game will be. Their next game will be fully funded and published by them, or what? Well, I don't know if they said published, but it's gonna be fully funded by them. They usually
they said they're in control.
They only got like their last 4 games. Well, they only 4 games they got that they recognized that they made on their website. 2 of them was definitely funded by PlayStation, being Helldivers 1 and 2. Magic, I don't know who the fuck paid for that, and then there was one more other game. But so
I mean, PlayStation
know,
are dickheads because you've had one game from the live service list that's successful, and that's the one studio that you don't own.
Yeah,
maybe they didn't want to be purchased.
But I was thinking
they want to be purchased.
How do you know?
Listen, I don't believe for a second that Arrowhead don't want to be purchased. All studios be with that lie. Like, oh, we're enjoying being independent. We're by ourselves. They're lying, bro.
You say that
always
until you
a lie.
become under the umbrella. Okay, imagine you become under the umbrella and the game you working on, Bungie come in and Sony say, yeah, let them niggas help you with that game. So now you really ain't got no autonomy.
I call heat for, I always catch heat for anything I say, but I was mentioning when Helldivers 2 was coming out and getting the success, I'm like, Sony need to purchase fucking Arrowhead Studios. What are they doing? Like, if they ever want to make a Helldivers 3, like, is Arrowhead really gonna be down for it? And I never even thought like maybe they don't want to be acquired, but the way they talking now, they popping it on the timeline. Maybe they don't fuck with PlayStation like as heavy as we think they do.
The reason why I don't believe it is because every single studio prior to being acquired say the same thing. We are an independent studio. It runs through the blood. It runs through our blood, and it's in our veins and our lungs, and this is what we stand for. And then next week, you get an announcement saying they've been acquired. What happened to that last shit you said? That flash shit. It's all a lie, bro. It sound good.
He's not wrong.
It sound good, bro.
Add an element. Did those people have a successful game like Helldivers 2 that made them go, you know what?
Yes.
Maybe we don't need to be acquired.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, it's
okay.
yes.
Yeah, it's like somebody. Not to put you on the spot, but can you think of one right now?
Like somebody said in the chat, Insomniac said that.
Okay. That's valid.
I remember Ninja Theory saying some shit like that, and then immediately being acquired by Microsoft like a couple of months. But they didn't have Hellblade didn't do the numbers that you know what I mean.
I think even,
but look,
bro, I think Blue Point said it too.
Bungie said it.
But this the thing though, BG. This is why I'm kind of leaning towards what Alex saying. It was no reason for them niggas to even make no statement like this. They letting you know like, yeah, we got it now. Like we don't need PlayStation to fund no more games. Hopefully going forward, our next shit 100% independent. We with it. Like they didn't have to say that. What was the motivation behind saying that? Then I think they said some shit like, yeah, we'll contemplate working with PlayStation in the future. Like if you really locked in, plugged in like that, I don't even think you need to come out and make no statement like that. What was the motivation behind that?
I don't know. I don't believe these dudes. That's all I'm saying.
I think so.
Like imagine if I came over here next week. Imagine if I came over here next week and be like, yeah, press start podcast, you know, I'm gonna think about working with Weapon Wheel in the future. And I'm just talking all this while you're like, damn, nigga, ain't you on the podcast? Like, why did you need to say any of that, bro? Like,
hey man.
It'll look crazy. That'll look crazy.
I
don't know, man.
I think
do they need to be bought up by PlayStation though?
No.
Do they need
Apparently
it,
not.
or
They can
does
fund their next-
PlayStation needs it?
Game, according to them.
PlayStation needs it.
PlayStation
They don't need it.
No, PlayStation definitely need it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they definitely.
Well, maybe. Ooh, what if this is the long con? Maybe they trying to let niggas Sony know, like y'all gonna have to come with us. Y'all gonna bring a number to us. But right now we moving in an independent manner.
Okay, but this going back to what BG said. Here go where the fuck up come in at. They talking all this hot shit. Sony like, oh, they don't want to be acquired. Somebody else scoop a 10-cent scoop in, a Microsoft scoop in, cop them real quick, right? Give them a crazy bag. Sony want Helldivers 3. What the fuck they doing then? You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna make the fucking game?
In this man, the Xbox gonna let them go over there if they go to Xbox.
They might. I mean, shit, they might.
Probably.
But I'm just saying, bro, that's a slippery slope with the second.
They won't get everything that they would if it was under them publishing. They won't be publishing the game this time around, though. And they won't call it Helldivers because Sony owns the IP.
Or Helldivers 3 would be on everything.
Or
that would be a rule. If you want to make this, you got to put this on everything now because we under somebody else's umbrella. Like
put it on Nintendo Switch.
It could happen that they make their next game. They put out their next game, and they actually realize like, oh, we enjoyed the experience of working with PlayStation. They come back to the table and want to be acquired. That's happened. I'll be right back.
This is what's gonna have to happen, right? This is what Sony got to pray for at this point. They got to pray for their next game, whatever it may be, Arrowhead Studio. It come out and it do numbers like Song of the Deep from Insomniac or that other fucking game, Overstrike, whatever they Fuse, whatever they change the name. They gotta hope their next game come out and absolutely fucking flops horribly to where they crawling back. They ain't making no more wild statements. They like, yeah, let's go and lock in this partnership, bro. That's what Sony got to be praying and hoping for right now. Because if they don't, you don't never see this. Sony has a history of this, and this is a reason some devs don't like working with PlayStation. Sony got a history. Whenever you make a game for PlayStation, they own the IP. Going forward, you see that's why Insomniac stopped working with PlayStation originally. They liked the fact that when they went to Microsoft let them own the IP to a Sunset Overdrive. You remember that? So now maybe they feeling the same type of way.
Hey Jack, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't PlayStation also trying to do that with Supergiant for Transistor when they had helped develop that game as well?
I don't know. Did they? I don't know. I know they did. They helped develop Guacamelee and shit like that. I don't know if they ever tried to get the IP or whatnot, but yeah, Sony do got a history of helping fund some of these games and make them, and then as they come out and say, we want the IP, but sometimes they can't always make that happen. But and I don't blame them for that. If I'm funding some, hell yeah, I want to own it. What the hell? But I think it's value. I know BG don't necessarily always value like people that make these games, but I think it's value in owning the studio too. It might even be more important if you ask me.
Well, maybe not, because they owned a couple of studios, but then you wonder how many of those studios are still here today.
So
pretty much,
they start acquiring bullshit after a while. Yeah, they just start scraping the bottom of the barrel now. Haven Studios and Deviation. They didn't been scraping the barrel.
Not here anymore. London
all the niggas they were able to hire ain't made no game come out that was successful. The one studio they did make a successful game, they don't even want to fucking work with you. Now that's nasty work right there. the fucking however many studios you just acquired, half them bitches that shut down, the other half then fired everybody. But now,
So, speaking of,
that's funny.
I guess another developer who might need a publisher, I don't know how serious he is about this. I don't know. Maybe he said this in tongue in cheek, but I don't know if you would joke about this. The CEO of Moon Studios, who developed Ori, they're working on this game called No Rest for the Wicked, and he said that the company may have to shut down if their latest game doesn't get more positive reviews on Steam. And he claimed that the game was being review bombed.
Nah.
Did he actually say that?
Yeah, he did. He said
So-
it in the Discord, and then like the gaming journalist had quoted him for verbatim about that shit.
Wasn't he saying some anti-LGBT shit too? Oh, like you got caught up with that?
He tried to make the excuse of be like, oh well, I think the game journalists, they over here, they making hit pieces about me because I'm not talking about like some LGBTQ, or I'm not incorporating like some fucking like Ukraine Russia war type of statement, and then so they just try to make hit pieces and shit about me.
Wow.
That dude, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know people don't like community managers and stuff, but he is a prime example why you need a community manager, because when you say stupid shit like that, niggas don't want to fuck with your game at that point.
Now, I was following No Rest for the Wicked when it came out in early access because I thought it looked interesting or whatever. Is he going to address the fact that people have legitimate complaints about that game and like the economy in that game and the way certain shit plays? Like, bro, I was watching like critiques of the game and people got legitimate criticism of it. It ain't always you ain't pushing no narrative, my guy. Maybe your game ain't up to snuff with people. That's hence why you were releasing into an early access situation. So,
but I'm looking at.
You never think about that.
I'm looking at the Steam reviews, and it's
just very positive. Yeah.
All reviews says mostly positive, and recent reviews says very positive. So I don't know.
What the fuck is he even talking about?
He cannot handle criticism at all. And then I also blame that community as well, because I was on No Rest for the Wicked for a good minute. The game is pretty cool. It has some unbalances, like Jack said, it's some shit with the economy. Sometimes the gameplay ain't all that there, but it's an early access, of course. But the new update erase like your character, and it's like, bro, imagine you put in like 45 hours into like a game, right? And then they just all of a sudden erase your shit, and he's just like, oh well, like just make a new character. It's like, bro, that's kind of fucked up, man. Like, so I put in all the hours, and then it's like now I got to start all over again. Like,
so you saying the dude just pretty much like a dickhead at this point?
Yeah, he's a dickhead, and then the community is some dickheads too, because anytime you try to give some valid criticism, oh well, these guys are smaller than, oh well, Microsoft ain't help. Like, nigga, shut up, bro. Like, this is the reason why a lot of developers get away with the shit that they do, because niggas don't hold them accountable for stupid shit. And you can make the excuse like, oh, it's an early access game. But I look at like games like Hades 2, Manor Lords, and all these other early access games, even Baldur's Gate 3, your save file was never wiped. And like, this is the first early access game I played where my save file just got fucking wiped. It's fucked up.
So this might be just a me problem, but anytime a single player game goes in early access, it makes me not want to play it. And most of the time, I don't end up playing it. And I really liked Ori. I've been on here saying I think Ori is one of the best platformers of all time. And I would be excited for whatever Moon Studios' next game is. But as soon as they announce that this game is going into early access, I'm like, no, I'm not playing it. It's just an automatic turn off for me, bro. Like, multiplayer games, I'm okay with that going into early access. Because I don't know what it is. It's something that just irks me about single player games in early access. It makes me feel like I think I just want an actual release date of when this game is ready.
You looking at it from the standpoint like, what y'all got to test? Like, I
don't want to play. Yeah, I don't want to play your test. I want to play. Give me a date when this game is finalized, and then that's when I want to play it. I don't want to play no early access single player game. And early access to me is different from a beta, because the beta is meant to be, you're not getting the whole game. Early access is the whole game, right? It's just incomplete. It's not fully patched.
It's early access games could be partial of the game. For example, like Hades 2, you only had like one route that you could take. And then after the I think what is it? I think I forgot which major patch it was, but the recent patch it allows you to go up to the to Olympus to fight like the final boss of Olympus. So
Yeah,
you don't get like the full game with the early access games. You only get like partial of the game.
I hate early access, bro. I hate it. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Guess I'm not playing that as soon as I see it. So, because it also makes me.
You would just prefer if it was just like a demo.
Yeah, I prefer a demo. Yeah, just and tell me when the final game is just coming out, bro. Because to me, it's almost like it's like I didn't even realize this game. Because is this game actually out? If something is in early access, is it actually out? Do they consider it out?
No, because the game could change like over the course of the early access period. Like Baldur's Gate 3, if you would have played that game in the early access period and how it is right now, it's a totally different game. And that's mostly because of feedback from the player base.
And that's what be so stupid to me about it, because it's like motherfuckers who be engaged for 10 years. Like, motherfucker, you ain't get married yet? It's been 10 years. So this game has been in early access. It says since April 18th, 2024. Like
that's a crutch, BG. That's a crutch. Because anytime somebody complain, well, we're in early access. We can't. That's
like,
what they
man,
do, bro.
Get this shit out of here. This early access shit, man.
You know, PlayStation doesn't even, unless they changed their rules recently, PlayStation doesn't allow early access games on their platform at all. So if a game is good, that's why Ark Survival wasn't on PlayStation. I can assume that's why like Hades 2 ain't on PlayStation, because they don't allow early access games on the platform at all.
Well, I don't think Jazzy, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think early access games are allowed on Nintendo Switch either, aren't they?
Yeah, because like Hades didn't come out until like it was actually fully released.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna be the final release by the time it come to Switch too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hate it. Get it out my face. Your game don't exist to me if it's an early access game.
Well, I'll say this, BG. I'm not against early access games, but I don't think you should be able to charge a full price if it ain't fully released yet.
Yeah.
Multiverses did that same thing too.
Yeah, they did.
I'll pay you a full price when you're in final release. I shouldn't have to pay you for early access, not the full price anyway.
I think most early access
release
games,
and then it actually just shut down. It's gonna shut down.
I would honestly prefer you do one of them not the GoFundMe. What do they call it? The other ones for like funding.
Kickstarter.
I would rather you do a Kickstarter.
No.
Then and get the money that way than to charge people and have it in early access. I would rather that. And you actually finish the game. Oh no, goddamn.
That Kickstarter's not coming out, nigga.
Nah, nigga. All them other Kickstarter games that I bet has all either came out trash or some of them niggas just took my money and ran. So nah, fuck that Kickstarter shit.
You know what game is low key? Like I feel like I'm pretty sure they put out like 4 versions of it. Like Ukulele. It started off at Kickstarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
It did come out. And I swear, ever since it came out, it's had like 4 or 5 different versions. And the studio has not made another game since. I think they're just trying to like get as much out of this game as possible, because they've just not done anything else. And like, oh yeah, here's the ukulele game of the year. Here's the ukulele, special patch version. And here's the ukulele on. Like, bro, let it go.
Yeah, they announced that new version, but I haven't heard about it since, because they kind of teased the Switch 2 version, but they haven't said anything about it since.
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments gave it a good example. Little Devil Inside was Kickstarted in 2011, and that shit's still not out. See, that's that bullshit.
Bro, they had a trailer like what last year that said it was coming out in October. That bitch still didn't come out. Like, what the fuck?
And then I think, wasn't that also a PlayStation exclusive at that time? And Sony was backing it. And then now that shit, nah, bro, no.
That's why anytime somebody be like, yeah, they had a great showcase. Like, bro, a lot of them games they showed don't never fucking come out. Like, when they showed that game 4 or 5 years ago, we still waiting, my guy.
That shit like 8 years ago, brother. That shit was still on the PS4, bro. And then they was like, oh, here's another trailer on the PS5. I'm like, nigga, this shit still ain't out.
Did y'all see this in Fortnite? They have AI Darth Vader, right? Because obviously, what's his name passed away.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James Earl Jones, yeah. So they have AI voicing him, but the issue is some people were like speaking to Darth Vader and they were cursing at him, and he was cursing back. And I think he might have said some other.
Y'all got a video?
Oh, yeah, bro, go look it up on Twitter. Just type in Fortnite Darth Vader AI, and it's literally
shut the fuck up.
Like somebody asked Darth Vader a question, and they were like something fucking, and Darth Vader was like, "No, I don't fucking do that," or some shit like that. And
that's fire, nigga.
And Fortnite, literally the official Fortnite account said, "We are patching this, and we're sorry that this happened."
That is hilarious.
Did you see the other one about the tier list? The race tier list? That shit was funny. Because somebody had asked Darth Vader, they was like, what would you put like each race on a tier list? And then he said, well, I think the black people and Asian people are subhuman. They go in the F tier. I was like, yo, bro, I gotta find that shit. That shit was so fucking funny, dog.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. If that's where gaming is going, nigga, we in a good spot.
You seen they doing this with well, it's not game related, but you know, the NBA is going back to NBC next season after not being on there for a long time, and they're actually using the dude that used to narrate like the pregame intros and all that. He died 10 years ago, but they gonna still be using his voice via AI. I remember me and Wonton and Alex, we was having a debate on that. Do they think that's right? I'm fully for the use of AI with people that pass away, bro, especially if they family getting compensated or whoever own their estate getting compensated, bro. I don't see the issue. I definitely don't.
I think that's dope, bro. I think that's dope. I don't know. It's a weird cross between. This is different though. This is like an iconic voice versus AI being used in general. I mean, how do y'all feel about that, BG, Deontay, and Jazzy?
Iconic voices?
No, not iconic. Just AI voices in general. Because I played the finals and there was a group of people pissed off that their announcers were AI. Like when the game first came out.
I think this is the test. If you wouldn't have noticed or known that it was AI unless somebody told you, then it's not really an issue.
This is the problem with the finals, though, right? Was a real human ever doing the action? If AI never took nobody's job, why does it matter?
That was my main one of my main points was like if you like the game and it's helping cut somebody's costs by using AI to make sure the game is fleshed out, I don't see what the issue is.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I just don't like it myself because it's just that I'd rather be just an actual. Well, the fact that it's just like AI generated for like somebody that's like actually dead. Like you can just like recast somebody to do the voice at that point.
Yeah, but what sound dope?
And
original voice. Some voices are iconic though, man. Some voices are iconic though, bro.
But then also you have the issue where like some voice actors are kind of resentment towards like AI because they might get replaced and be out of a job.
Oh, let me ask you a question, Jazzy. So, how do you feel about somebody like Kobe Bryant? He passed away, you know, how long he been dead, but they still make his shoes for sale. How you feel about that?
I feel like it's the brand of his name, like merchandise, like that's completely different than like actual like using his actual voice as an AI.
But that's still using his likeness. That's still using his likeness to benefit though.
But I mean,
that's just like regular, like you can't compare like shirts and like sneakers to like you have to register like an actual voice.
Nigga, what's the difference from putting my face on a t-shirt? I'm dead.
Yeah, I mean, if you use somebody's image or likeness to make revenue, I feel like that's the same shit, to be honest.
But I don't think merchandise. I don't think merchandise is considered likeness, though.
Yes, it is.
It's name.
That's a definition of likeness.
It's name.
They call Kobe's. Like what? They call Kobe's though.
The definition of name and likeness is we're using the clout off your name and influence to sell this merchandise.
It's NIL, name, image, or likeness.
It's
NIL.
name.
Same shit.
It's a little bit different. I think it's a little bit different.
All that shit is encompassed under the NIL deals. The NIL deals in college: name, image, and likeness. All that shit is under one umbrella.
The only time I can see this being an issue is a random situation like this where it sounds like the voice. If you ain't know nobody, like Jade Raymond was cussing niggas out, ranking race tiers, like. Something crazy like this.
See, that's the bad to come with it.
If we had a Kobe voice talking about like, yeah, nigga, I was the one piloting the helicopter, then you'd be like, yo, what the fuck is going? But yeah, I think it'd be dope. That should be fire. Imagine Kobe on the announcements for the next 2K. That's heat. They actually had that in the 2K. I forgot what year it was. The nigga was like telling stories and shit while he was playing my career.
Long as something's done tastefully and like I said, the right people are being compensated and they're not upset with it, they want the legacy to carry on. I think it's a great thing. I really do.
Yeah. All right. This is not really news because nothing happened, but there were rumors of like a Steam data breach. Valve said there is no data breach. Your information is safe. Don't worry about it. So, not really news. You know what's crazy? I want to ask y'all, when there is a data breach, people be panicking, like, oh, I got to remove my information from online. I got to remove my address and my credit card information. You know, I never do that shit. I'd be like, all right, whatever. I never do nothing.
So, you know what's funny about that? I never care when there's a data breach. I never change my ID. However,
nothing's ever happened.
My information is definitely... my bank account information got stolen with it. No, not my bank account information definitely got hacked into with a data breach.
That was me.
And they stole $2,800 in 3 minutes. That was a few years ago. I know y'all remember that.
Yeah, I remember when it happened. You said you was like, oh, nice.
No, I woke up because I woke up. My phone kept going off. I woke up. It said $30 purchase at some coffee shop declined. I said, nigga, ain't no coffee shop. What's going on? So I clicked a little expand. That motherfucker said 800. No, it was like no. They did 8 $300 transactions back to back to back. I was like, what the fuck? Then it said Binance. I didn't even know what the fuck Binance was. I'm like, who the fuck Binance? So I look it up. It's cryptocurrency.
Oh,
well, they hit my account quick. Though. I was like, damn. I ended up getting my money back, but it took like 2 months to get the money back, bro. Like,
shout out Chime.
my goofy ass.
Chime Bank.
Yeah, I had to leave Chime. I like Chime Bank. Y'all on bullshit. But I think they got my account information because my email company got hacked, right? So that's how they got my sign-in info.
What email?
Yeah,
Hotmail? What do you mean email company?
my email account. Well, I don't want to get hacked again, but
But I'm saying, if you don't have Gmail, which at Yahoo News, nigga, what email would you use? I never heard a nigga say my email company.
What a company I do emails with, nigga. What the fuck? I do emails
okay, but what's your at? Like, telling us the at ain't gonna get you. We don't know your name.
Listen, bro, I don't want nothing else to happen to my financials. Okay?
Well, let us know so we don't get it. Let us know so we don't sign up with them either.
Well, you know what? Actually, I think it was the Yahoo. Cause I got multiple email accounts though. But yeah, I think it was the Yahoo that had got hacked.
Okay, so Jack moved.
What's crazy?
Yahoo.
Okay, so this is what's crazy, right? They did they were doing a settlement. I signed up for the settlement, but I think I signed up for it before my fucking shit got stolen, right? So I was mad, bro, because I still got like $70, right? Imagine if I would have filed it after they stole my shit, bro. Oh my god.
Yo, Jack, they said you use they said you use an AOL still, nigga.
Come on, no, don't do that to me, bro. Don't do that to me, bro. Look, real niggas use Netscape Navigator, all right? Let's talk about that.
Is that another Ghiazzo Premium? What the hell is Netscape Navigator?
You don't remember Netscape? Netscape was kind of fire for a minute.
It was fire, bro. You had AOL, you had Netscape Navigator, Earthlink, nigga. Y'all remember that shit?
Netscape was smooth.
Some video game levels. What?
No, Netscape was smooth. It was the best browser for a while.
I remember MSNBC.
You remember MSN?
Yeah, I remember MSN.
MSN was fire too.
I had MSN. Browser, I had a Yahoo MSN.
Fuck, you remember Netscape? That's back when niggas
I had a
used
Hotmail before I had a.
So hold on, chat. A lot of y'all young chat. We used to could get in magazines in the mail. They used to send us demo discs for internet, nigga. It'd be a demo disc that had like 3 months of internet on that bitch. So you put the disc into your computer, you do the little sign in. That's how we used to get internet. So we ain't paid monthly for internet. We would just wait to get an AOL disc in the mail or a Netscape disc in the mail. That's how we used to get internet back in the day.
It's crazy, bro.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, what's up? Yep. Smooth, don't you remember the internet disc that used to come in the mail, bro? It used to get on the magazines and shit.
Like Net Zero. You remember Net Zero, right, Smooth?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, that was fire back in the day, bro. That's fire, bro.
Yeah, if you came across a cool 30 free days for internet, man.
Niggas was getting internet coupons like a fucking Chili's gift card.
Niggas was not paying for internet back then, bro. You would wait to get one of the magazines.
I've always had internet. I've never had to deal with
this was Game Pass internet, bro.
Facts.
Hell no.
Bro, we used to use the same way we use demo disc, bro. We using demo disc for internet, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry y'all had to deal with that for real.
So Alex, you never had to deal with a nigga call your mama on the phone or somebody call your mama on the phone and you can hear the phone ringing while you on the internet, nigga.
I remember I had my own desktop and laptop in elementary. I remember I knew I was getting a phone call because my speakers would go.
Okay, privilege. What you say? Okay, white privilege.
I remember having my first like Wi-Fi card that you plug into the side of the laptop.
My mom.
Yep.
My mom used to work at AT&T.
I forgot about those.
We always had phone bills and internet shit. We always had that shit.
Well, she used to work at SBC. It was a struggle, bro.
Oh, nigga, we used to have SBC Global email, nigga. What y'all know about that?
SBC
Alex,
Global.
We had SBC Global in this bitch, nigga.
Alex, you know what used to blow my mind when I used to get on the internet, bro? I used to get on Comedy Central. No, I used to use freak ass nigga. I used to get on Comedy Central website, right? I used to watch 30-second clips of South Park episodes, nigga. I'd be like,
Jack, you just reminded me, nigga. Remember back in the day they had entire VH1 seasons on the browser for free? Do you remember that?
That's what I'm saying though. When I first got on,
we used to watch entire seasons of shows on the browser for free. I forgot about that.
I was blown away by 30-second clips, my nigga. I'm like, this is the future. Now they got full episodes, free
Nigga, I remember watching fucking Teen Mom on the browser. Damn, look at where we came from, y'all.
I was on Neopets.com.
Shockwave player, nigga. Shockwave player, nigga. Come on.
You was playing Neopets.
Y'all remember? Yeah, you wasn't on Neopets.
BG, that's probably the gayest
hold on.
shit
No, wait a minute.
You never played Neopets?
I remember Neopets. I remember Neopets, but your lanky Skeletor ass running up to your room to play a Neopets.
Neopets was fire.
Hold on, BG. You ain't had a little joint on the little edge joint. You know what I'm talking about? That you could play. You ain't never had that one.
Oh, you talking about though? That it was like the little Pet Sims, right? The little pocket Pet Sims.
On the little
edge. The time I got you. Oh.
Yeah, the time that was fire, bro.
Oh man,
damn, niggas had internet cards like Pizza Hut coupon. God damn,
yes,
bro, how you don't remember that, bro? That was the life,
bro. I remember staying up until like 3 o'clock in the morning just to download a music video, dude, on like LimeWire.
It used to take 2 hours to download a 3-minute song, nigga. But you know, you could play it up to a certain point. You have to keep replaying it,
bro. I remember. I downloaded a demo for a game. I found a way to download a few demos for games. And bro, some of them the demos took like 11 hours to download, bro. And I would start it at like night, like maybe 10 o'clock at night, and pray that something didn't interrupt it didn't get corrupted or some shit. Wake up in the morning, hype as hell. Run to the...
I know you had to leave that bitch on overnight head, bro.
Oh my God, bro.
I forgot. Those interruptions be happening. Right, that shit happened like halfway through you. Oh my God.
Depression,
that was me on LimeWire and BearShare. Sometimes them Lil Wayne MP3s, nigga, for some reason, some of them shits would take like 2 hours to download one song. I think it took like an hour to download a milli one time, bro. I don't know what was going on.
Oh man.
Them the good old days, man.
Yeah.
Damn, take me back. Lost me.
Now if something take longer than 10 minutes to download, nigga, I'm tight.
That's facts.
Yeah,
we got fiber shit. This shouldn't take more than 10 minutes to do shit.
Telling you, where you think this fast internet came from?
You? Where you came? Oh, aliens.
It came from a crash alien site, bro.
Wait. Is that another conspiracy theory?
That is a fucking callback.
Fiber optic came from like a crash alien site, bro.
This is from After Dark convo. We had people.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at that theory, Smooth. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro.
I'm not mad either, but he said that with a straight face. That's killing me.
That's the plot of them Steam World Dig games. This nigga Smooth crazy.
Vector technology.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. We gonna get back to the podcast, but I be thinking about like humans inventing shit, and there's some shit I don't believe we invented. I'm like, there's no way we invented that, bro.
Like what? So
badass. No, like certain pieces of technology. Like, okay, I guess when they talk about the first, I guess, computer chip, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So we went from having no type of technology, none that existed, to suddenly having a computer chip and whole computers. Something about it just don't make sense to me in my mind.
I don't even know how they figured that shit out, to be honest.
It's a combination of shit. It's the same way, like, say if you see a tomato and you just see a random tomato, it's like, okay, look, that's a tomato. I know what that is. And then somebody pull out a pizza. You're like, what the fuck is this? Well, it's different ingredients that all have matured in their own manner. We just put them together. It's like a car. I know what a wheel is. We made a wheel. I know what a hinge is. I know what a handle. Like you start putting shit together. That's how. That's how
but who
inventions are
was the
made.
motherfuckers that figured this shit out though? Like
Nigga, they was openly doing cocaine back in the day. Imagine you a musty scientist with a long mustache and cocaine, and somebody that hand squillium some nigga is willing to bankroll you to come up with an invention. So
see, but
you know what else?
Go ahead.
No, the reason why that's different to me than like you creating a mechanism that does something. This is a computer chip that has programming inside of it that is doing something like kind of on its own because you programmed it to. That's the part where I'm like, I don't know if we that smart. I don't believe humans are that smart. I just don't.
We are. I'm telling you, we are. I've done, and for the folks in the chat who've done maybe general engineering in college and shit like that, we had to learn how to program on Raspberry Pis and shit like that, and circuitries and circuits 1 and circuits 2. They show you how some of this shit came to be. I know it seemed like science fiction, but when you come down to it, it's just elements working with one another and data being transmitted.
So, BG, I kind of want to add to what BG's saying. Y'all don't feel like this is something kind of different, but y'all don't feel like certain inventions also haven't evolved like they should have? Like, I feel like the standard microwave still ain't. I feel like the microwave still ain't where it should be.
Ain't no way in the hell the food. Oh my.
No, but I'm saying though, it ain't no way I can microwave a fucking Hot Pocket in 2025 and the middle still be cold, nigga. Y'all put the little, like, bro,
what did you
microwave should
put
be
it on
way
high?
more advanced by now, bro.
Did you put it on high?
I'm just saying, I haven't ate a fucking Hot Pocket in like 20 years. I'm just saying, bro, microwave should be more advanced, bro.
You know what get me mad? You know what get me mad?
This is why we get air fryer.
You ever
read
You ever read an instruction and it'd be like, oh, put your microwave on high? I'm like, bro, I have no idea how to put any microwave on high. I've never put a microwave on. I don't know what the setting is. Niggas press 30 seconds. Niggas just press add 30 seconds or put in a time. Nobody has ever explored the setting of a microwave.
BG, you know who I don't trust? People that automatically just go to press the popcorn button. I don't trust no nigga that think they microwave know when
you know what's
listen
crazy,
to them
bro?
kernels. You got to listen to them when they stop popping.
When we first moved over here, right, my mom was like, I was like, Mom, you need to cook. So she's like, yeah, I got to figure out how to work the stove, right? And I'm like, you got to figure out how to work. I was like, it's a fucking stove. How you need to figure out how to work the stove?
Nigga, you 70 years old.
So look though, right? I start cooking something, nigga. I triggered a lock on the stove. I'm like, damn, nigga, stoves can lock.
Got
that
locks?
bitch lock, nigga. Bro, the stove door,
something like that.
The stove door locked, nigga. The bitch was on like 300, so I couldn't turn the motherfucker off. I'm like, what kind?
Somebody had to let you out.
I'm like, hey, yo, she really did need to learn how to use. I don't know how to use this motherfucker. What
that
the
nigga
hell?
Jack almost became a Thanksgiving turkey.
Nigga, I got on Google. I'm like, how do you use Frigidaire stoves, nigga? I'm in this whole search for answers, nigga. What the fuck?
My last place I rented, the stove top was convection. It was touchscreen, nigga. We didn't cook for the first week because we didn't know how to work that bitch. Because the manual was in Japanese. Come to find out, you know, Japanese, they be living on top of each other, nigga. They don't have full out kitchen sets. They have like a hot plate, convection plate. They sit on their bed. They put that shit in the counter, nigga. Nigga, we was touchscreen and shit. We was doing a fucking Morse code to cut that bitch on. It was crazy, man.
And
yeah, some of these appliances is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think I might have brought this up on this podcast or in After Dark. Like, just music, physical disc, like record players, whatever version of it, CDs, DVDs. To me, that's one of the things that doesn't make sense to me. How can you let's take a vinyl and a vinyl player. How is it and I've watched so many videos on this, it still don't make sense to me. How is it that this little pin spins on this disc and music comes out? I need y'all to understand. This doesn't make sense. I used to wonder that
too. I used to wonder that.
It doesn't make sense.
I might explain it wrong, but I think what it is.
That's crazy.
Is it engraves shit into the vinyl. And that needle vibrates to y'all ever seen somebody hit some metal with a rod? It's like
like a tuning fork or some shit.
Right. So that needle reads the vibrations. You ever seen those little pocket pianos where you wind it up and it hits the steel balls? Yes. That's what's happening, except it's in the vinyl. So that needle is hitting that groove, and that vibration is coming through the horn that kicks that out the little, what's it called, a speaker, a megaphone, whatever the fuck.
See,
that's how it works. I think.
BG, you bringing up a good point. I used to think about this shit a lot, like growing up, like VHS tapes. Thinking like, how the fuck did you putting this on the little joint replicate this image on? Like, bro, I be thinking, I'm like, what niggas thought of this shit? Like, they was
and how do you record porn over it? Yeah, like.
Oh no, I knew how to do that one. That was easy. I knew how to do that.
I'm talking about the science behind it.
I could go down some rabbit holes. I don't want to waste our time, but that
Damn,
joint
BG,
don't
you
make
be
no
thinking
sense.
you a real thinker, BG.
I'm a thinker, bro.
Eaters. I fuck with y'all, but y'all some real
You a real thinker, my guy.
Yeah, man. Like niggas just be making the shit seem so normal. I'm like, yo, most of the shit we be using is not normal, bro. This ain't normal
These are facts.
shit.
These are facts.
BG see a McMuffin and scream, "How? How?" in the drive-through. Like, I'm glad you're still discovering shit that make you think, BG.
Hey, man. All right.
As he.
Let me see where else. We can talk about Doom. Yeah.
Awesome.
Another
Have y'all been
game.
enjoying it?
This game is divisive, man. This game is divisive, BG.
Another game that
You trying to set
Mr.
you up, Jack?
No variety gamer didn't play, huh? Yeah.
Oh, you mean the game you call Unga Bunga for what? 10 years of this podcast, and all of a sudden you're a huge fan of.
Wait, BG, are you beat 3 games so far?
This is the second game. This will be my second game that for me to beat. I'm still working on
23
5
left.
months into the year, and you're a loser.
23
buddy.
left.
Jack, you
BG,
scared. You
almost
scared,
You're a
nigga.
loser, buddy.
You scared, bro. You scared.
I'm scared about the lack of games a podcast host is beating. Yeah, I'm scared about that.
You shook. You shook. Cause listen, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. Yeah. Mom's ever taught you that? I know you shook. It's all right, though.
You didn't graduate high school, right? What are you talking about? Anyway.
What? Don't start that narrative. I went to college, sir. I graduated from college. Anyway.
They accept GED recipients, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
Anyway. So Doom, the Dark Ages. So yes, listen, I wasn't a fan of the Doom 2016 specifically. If people listen to me, I know most of y'all don't.
You didn't beat the other one either, Eternal.
Doom, I never started the other one. Doom 2016.
So you know what I'm saying? So you didn't like 2016. You never played Doom Eternal. What made you a fan?
Well, they added a shield to this game and a parry system. Hey, listen.
So,
you want to get me into a game? Add a parry mechanic. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Crazy work.
I've been lurking all your Doom streams. I just say, comment. A nigga made a comment in your stream and said they finally added a shield to Doom that BG think he could play it, right? And I'm like, damn, dude, trolling BG like crazy. The nigga was right. No wonder he didn't get mad at the comment.
Listen, hold on. A parry mechanic is like putting something in third. Listen, if you want to make your game better, there's several things you could do that's just going to automatically make it better. Put it in third person. Add a parry mechanic. 9 times out of 10, it makes the game better. That is just facts. Listen, I'm just here to tell y'all. Truths.
There was a parry mechanic in Eternal, by the way.
I'd never seen it. I never heard of it.
You had every time when the enemy
research, nigga.
Every time when the enemy light up grid, you would have to shotgun them, and then that would be parrying them. Yeah.
Is it really a parry though?
Yes, nigga. What?
That's exactly like a parry to me. I don't know.
It is the fucking parry.
Wait, he parried with a shotgun?
Yes.
You parried with a gun and Bloodborne.
Yeah, you nullify their attack.
What we doing? What we
Come on,
talking
man.
about here, man?
Anyway.
He tried to write
Doom.
Yeah, you see it, Jack.
Doom 2016. Doom 2016 bored me to tears. Okay, the game was mid as hell, and I didn't like it. I got through like about half the game, and I kept falling asleep. I was like, I can't do this anymore. This shit is trash, right? So, because Doom 2016 turned me off so much, I never played Doom Eternal. I never shat on Doom Eternal, but 2016 was so bad it made me not want to play Eternal. But I always said Eternal looks much better than 2016. So, Dark Age was coming out, and I was like, I'll play it. I'll play it, and I like it. It's a very good game. It's I don't know, and a lot of people are asking me, would I go back and play Eternal now? I don't know because I was saying I don't know because it doesn't. To my understanding, it didn't have a parry mechanic. But this man is telling me it does. I don't know if I believe you. I think you lying.
It is.
Somebody that played to beat the game, you don't believe them, BG.
I don't because I've heard a lot of PC dudes talk about Doom Eternal. Never once did they ever mention, it has a parry mechanic.
You wanna know why? Because every time when niggas got to the Marauder fight, niggas will always get folded. So people started complaining. That's why we got Doom the Dark Ages right now. That's why that shit's so fucking casualized, man. They had the casual.
It do look easy. It do look easy.
Bro, Bro, I played it on nightmare difficulty, right? And then that game
Me too.
was just too easy, bro. Like I'm breezing through the game. I beat that game in like 9 hours. Like that shit is insane. Like Eternal, I struggled a lot more, bro. They casualized this game to appease the niggas like BG, bro.
They can't. They can't casualize it for me because I never complained about the game, like the difficulty or nothing like that. That was never my issue.
Yeah, but they put in bum tactics for a nigga like you to give it a shot, and now you like it.
No,
I mean, they had to put in the slow mo and all that type of shit, you know. And
I mean, that was in Eternal.
Slow. It wasn't Eternal, but shit, it was much faster.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, the reason I didn't like 2016 because it wasn't dynamic enough. It wasn't enough varied gameplay. It was literally just a shooter. That was my problem with 2016. It was just shooting gallery. There's not enough diversity. In Eternal, they just added enough like dynamic gameplay where it didn't feel like you were doing the same thing over and over again. So they didn't casualize it for me. That was never my issue. The difficulty. I can listen. I'm the nigga who plays every game on the hardest difficulties. I be looking for hard games. So
Well, you're not playing this on the hardest difficulty though.
No, I am. I'm not playing it on permadeath, but I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty.
Oh, so any difficulty past this is permadeath is what you're telling me?
Yeah, I believe so. Any difficulty past the difficulty I'm playing on, all it is this difficulty just on permadeath, and I don't do permadeath. I'm not doing that shit. It doesn't even make any sense to play through. I
can respect the no permadeath play. I can respect that.
Yeah. So look, the good things about the game. Listen, the gameplay is very fun. I like the parry mechanic. It was a little bit the timing. I was shocked. Right, the timing of the parry is very forgiving. Like I'm talking about is a big ass window, huge window for parrying. You can I hate when games do this. You can modify it, right? You know how here's the difficulty, but you can also modify it to how you want it. I hate that games do that now. Because then you're not really playing on that difficulty. Shouldn't allow people to modify the difficulty after you set it as what it is, right? So I'm just playing on Nightmare, how they've defined Nightmare, and this parry window is huge, and you just it's very easy to parry like most moves. The only thing that kind of makes it challenging is the amount of enemies. Of course, is like mad enemies shooting at you, trying to attack you. So that's really the only challenge sometimes, and they do a lot of damage, right? Like if you I feel like most hits, like it takes like maybe 2 or 3 hits to really put you on critical health, right? So you having 100% health, 100% armor don't really mean shit. And then when you get there's a skill tree and the upgrades, once you start upgrading all this shit, then the difficulty really starts to the scales start to tip where this is becoming easier and easier and easier, and the enemies get a little bit harder, but it's not catching up to how much you're upgrading your weapons and your abilities. So it just gets perpetually easier. Level design is cool. Game looks good. You know, all these particles and shit all over the place. It's a good game. It's not PC gamers make Doom seem like it's God's gift to gaming, the greatest shit ever made. It's pure octane gameplay, bro. And this game is its purest form. All right, bro. It's fun, and it's fun, and I'm enjoying it. And they've kind of shoehorned a little bit of a story and a plot in this that nobody gives a fuck about. It's about they've added gods were in it before, but it's gods or demons and this kingdom and this king and nobody give a fuck about that. Niggas play Doom just to shoot some shit up. That's all the PC gamers care. None of them know what the fuck is going on. Doom guy, he kills some shit. He got a big ass shotgun and all these different weapons and these abilities, and he executes some shit. So I'm enjoying it. I got nothing bad to really say about it. It just took me a little while to adjust to I guess the cadence of how you're supposed to do. You're integrating when to melee, when to parry, when to shoot, when to throw your shield, all that shit. Because the only mistake I was making in the beginning was I was just meleeing back to back, right? And in between that, you have to wait and then sometimes parry depending on the enemy. And after I figured that out, I'm I just can't go in and do constant melees. And I'm like, oh, this is a breeze now. So that's really it. Like you could do a shield charge, shield throw, shit fire. Good enemy variety, level design. There's some levels where you literally fly on. Oh, the only con I would say is that when you're on your dragon, there was a dragon in the trailer. I don't want people to say this is spoilers. There was literally a dragon in the trailer and you were flying on him. The dragon section is a little bit weird when you go into what they call assault mode. It's almost like you're playing the game on rails. Outside of that, you can fly around and all this shit. You're free flying. But in assault mode, it's like this weird, it's like when you're playing at the arcades, like your character either goes left, right, down, up, and shoot. Like that's just kind of weird. It makes the game feel like just
like a shoot 'em up.
Yeah, kind of like that. It's just you just move on an axis, and it's like, okay, this is a little bit weird and awkward, and you just have to dodge left, right, up, down, and shoot. So that's the only thing that like I'm like, y'all could have figured out a better way to execute this.
Them dragon sections are dog shit to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're dog shit, but I think they're underwhelming a bit. It's cool to fly on a dragon and like it looks cool, but execution wise, it's not that great. And then some of these sections where you're in like a mech. You're like in a medieval mech and you're fighting with giant demons and shit like that. Those sections are pretty cool too. And I'm past halfway through. There's like 22 levels. And I'm at 13. I'm at chapter 13. And one thing I appreciate about this game is the map is really good. You know, like we've experienced bad maps in games, like, and this game is pretty easy to 100%. Like they encourage you to like explore to make sure you get all the items, to get all the upgrades. A lot of shit is just collectibles, but you want to get like gold and all these other items to actually upgrade, you know, your weapons and your shield and your melee. And it's very easy to read the map, right? It's like, okay, I need to get to this point. Okay, how do I get there? Let me just turn the map a little bit. They make it so it's like it's not like super obtuse to find secrets. It's just a little challenge. You got to do just a little bit of thinking. They're thinking about the Doom fan base, who they know have very short attention spans and probably not smart enough to figure out any real puzzle, because there's not like any actual puzzles in this game. It's just like small mechanisms you gotta use and shit like that. I just appreciate a good map that's easy to read, because if you played games like Control, which had one of the worst maps of all time in gaming, you appreciate this. And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. Good game, enjoying it. Pretty good.
This nigga yapping. Deontay, tell the people what's really going on with this game.
Yeah. I mean,
Jack, how would you know? When are you gonna play a first person game, Jack?
Well, BG, when
the nigga who don't even play first person games can't talk about nothing.
Chat. I be watching BG Doom streams, bro. I wake up, it's a video auto playing video from Bangladesh playing or some wild. I'm like, where did this get on what happened? And then I look back, I'm like, damn, I was watching this nigga play this boring ass. I don't know if the game boring or it's just BG. This nigga BG stopped playing Doom the other day to do a 10-minute fucking thing at work. I'm like, nigga, what is you streaming?
Yeah.
I'm working during the stream. I'm still on the clock. Bitch, I'm not entertained right now.
Jack, I do that with all my streams. I take breaks to work. I have a job. My bad, Jack.
Bro, but you took a 10-minute, bro. The nigga wasn't commentating nothing. He was just doing work on the computer. I'm like, yo,
no, I was talking.
Crazy, bro?
I was talking. Hold on. You're not about to get on me because I did a 6-hour live stream, and in 10 minutes out of that live stream, I answered an email. My bad. You want to answer the email for me?
That man said they're going to take longer than 15, 20 minutes. 15, 20, nigga, play the game, BG.
Man.
What the fuck? Bitch
you
ass
a hater.
Nigga. All right.
My bad. I can't answer an email. My bad for having a job.
You interrupted Deontay. He finna put y'all on ism. He finna tell you what's really going on.
Yeah, I'm going to make it real quick. The pros, fast-paced, satisfying combat, like BG said, good graphics, good art. Decent amount of content and good enemy varieties. My main issues with this game I feel like this game is way too easy. Like I said, I feel like this game is casualized as a motherfucker. I think the secrets are casualized. It's like, you know, in Eternal, you at least had like the platforming puzzles, and this one, it's just like, oh man, I wonder how I can get past this game. And it's like, oh, there's just like a hole in the wall on the left side. Let me just toss my shield and let it open. It's like, oh, you unlocked the secret. Like, man, that shit is boring. The weapon switching is slow as shit. I hate that I switch weapons like a fucking 70-year-old war veteran that's like taking ages to switch a fucking weapon. The dragon sections, and I also think the Met sessions, if I'm being honest with you, with the exception of that one boss that I ain't gonna spoil, I think those are boring. I think those are a waste of time. I think it's just padding and all that type of shit. Ain't really nothing special. They hype that shit up like in the trailers, like, oh man, you remember that mech you saw in Doom Eternal? You know that everybody said that they wanted to pilot and fight. It's like, oh, you wanted to try that shit? It's like, oh yeah, here you go. And then I get it. It's just like, oh, I'm just punching like thin air and shit. I felt like what is it? It felt like punching the fucking individual on the basketball court and shit, just constantly like smacking the shit out of the nigga, and then nigga just sitting there saying, "Take it easy." But yeah,
fire callback, fire fucking
go be
callback.
messy.
Oh man,
Oh, man.
Bro, the audio.
Tell them your socials again.
Hey man, you can find me on Twitter. Anyway, the audio mixing as well in this game is also dog shit. I know BG ain't a soundtrack type of guy, but I love my game music and stuff, and I love like my video game soundtracks. Everybody knows that this is a step down from like Eternal in 2016, so I ain't gonna say nothing about that. But
Damn.
if y'all realize,
Wait, you think this is worse than 2016?
I think the soundtrack is worse than.
Oh, just the sound. Well, nobody
Yeah.
gives a fuck about that. I don't care about music.
Man,
Whoa.
niggas care about soundtrack, bro.
Yeah, isn't music more than anything in a Doom game? That's gonna get your rhythm.
Just because it ain't no J. Cole saying can't get enough, don't mean that the fucking soundtrack.
If it was
Is the
Ron
g-
Wave, he wouldn't be talking
okay,
like that.
is
If it
the
was Ron
ga-
Wave, he wouldn't be
Is the
talking like that.
gameplay better? Is the gameplay better in Dark Ages or 2016?
I'll give it the Dark Ages.
Okay, then that's all that matters. Go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, like the
Well,
audio
fuck you,
mixing is
Deontay.
dog. The audio mixing is dog shit, man. Like, if you guys are trying to listen to the soundtrack, because that's the main core of Doom. Doom has always had a phenomenal soundtrack since the start of this new trilogy, since 2016 and Eternal. You can barely hear the fucking soundtrack in Dark Ages, man. Even if you put the music all the way up to 100 and you put the audio down to like 60 or 50, you can barely hear the soundtrack.
I turned the music
at
down
all.
to about 40%, so I wasn't gonna hear it anyway.
What the
Man,
hell?
That's because you a weird ass nigga, man.
Yeah,
not
like,
everybody like Jordan Lucas, BG.
I
I'm
don't
just
like
being
Jordan
honest.
Lucas. I don't know where y'all
You
kid got
know,
that
he's
from.
like that.
Okay, BG, real question. If you turning down the music and other shit, are you just listening to the splatter sounds of blood for 10 hours straight? Just
Yes, I listened to the gameplay sound. Yeah,
That's why you are. That's why you are the way you are. That's
Okay.
crazy.
Exactly. But pretty much to sum it all up, Dark Ages is definitely toned down, it's casualized. Like, they should have, I ain't gonna say like they should have like copied Eternal word from word, right? But they should have at least took some elements of Eternal and then put in the Dark Ages, because I felt like they looked at Eternal, they found out everybody was getting folded by the Marauder. People like, oh man, I can't get past this Marauder fight. I even seen niggas on easy mode that was getting folded by the Marauder. That shit pissed me off, dog. And so it's just like, we got to appease to like niggas who barely play games, and it's just like, damn, bro, you fucking up your whole fan base. So yeah.
So your fellow Doom brethren ruined it for you, because I never played Eternal, so I couldn't have been one to complain about anything wrong with it. So your fellow Doom brethren are not good enough, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I say these new niggas, bro, not these old niggas.
So new like BG, new or what?
Yeah.
It can't be. I never played Eternal, Jack. Stop trying to put my name in
He
shit.
said the new people they're trying to bring in, like you.
You never played Eternal at all?
No, the only reason I never played Eternal is because 2016 was ass. So
You don't have to explain this to me, brother. Explain it to all the good people out there that's listening right now.
Then why did you play Dark Ages of 2016?
well, because I wanted to, because I still said that Eternal looked way better, but I was still so mad at how bad that 2016 was. I still didn't want to play it, but it's been a whole bunch of years removed, so I was like, I'll play Dark Ages. That's all. The bad taste of 2016 was still there whenever Eternal came out. So, don't make bad games.
Hey man, shout out to Mick Gordon.
Sound
Anyway.
advice.
But listen, I wouldn't recommend buying it because it is like $70 outside of Game Pass. I wouldn't recommend paying that. But I would say, a Steam sale, 50 under 50 would be the perfect price
Under,
for this.
Shit, under 30, nigga. Fuck this game.
Oh, it ain't. Come on, it ain't
Nah,
it ain't
man.
that.
Nah,
It ain't
worth
that.
neither.
It ain't that.
Hey, Jad, you wanna know what's crazy?
45.
They pulled a PlayStation 2, bro. They used to, Doom 2016 and Eternal had like a multiplayer mode. Even though it was not all that good, it was still a little bit
Eternal
fire,
had a
man.
multiplayer mode?
Yes, it had a multiplayer mode.
PvP?
Bro. Yes.
No, it didn't. What?
Yes, it did.
I don't recall
bro.
External.
Yes, it did.
Eternal
Bro,
had one?
Yes, you could play as like the monsters and shit. You could play as like the demons, and then you could fight the Doom guy. Yeah.
No.
They took
Yes,
it
they
out.
did.
Sheesh.
They took it out with Doom Dark Ages. Yes, they did. Bro, you can look it up right now, BG. I
It's
bet
because
$50
people like
on
BG
it.
didn't support it. That's why.
I've never seen Doom multiplayer been.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like what he talking about is like
You played it.
some side bullshit that they might have modded in the game or some shit.
No. It was in the game.
No, because I
Bet
like
money,
Doom.
bet money,
bet money.
Because I like Doom 2016 multiplayer. I played that multiplayer. Like, I played a good amount of it. And I remember them saying there was not going to be any multiplayer in Doom Eternal.
No, that's not true. It was literally Slayer versus the demons.
Was it
can
one
search it
mode?
up right now.
Was it one mode? Or
I think it was multiple modes. I don't remember it since.
No
it's been
way,
like,
bro.
what,
No
5
way.
years.
No way.
Bro, you can look it up right now, BG.
No
BG.
way.
I bet $50 on it, man.
You see what
$50. Look it up, bro. You,
Hey, BG,
gotta-
you
you
took
own your
that
computer
bet.
So
right
okay, once
Bro,
again,
you on your computer right now. Look that shit up, bro.
if this existed, how once again I never heard nobody talk about it?
Nigga, because you didn't
hashtag
fucking Doom
research.
Eternal, nigga. What?
No hashtag research.
All right, I listen, y'all not about to like do this shit from Black Mirror on me, bro. I know I'm not crazy.
What,
No.
bro? All right.
Wait, what's stopping
You
you from
know
just
this if
searching
you
it up
play
right
Doom
now?
Eternal, nigga. Yeah, like, bro, you on your computer right
IGN
now.
has-
You're doing a
search it
whole
up.
podcast. Look, nigga, search it up.
IGN has a Doom Eternal multiplayer review.
Is it a no? But my thing is, it's not a. He's making it seem like it's a full multiplayer. There's no way it is.
Oh,
No, it's
A full PvP?
Bethesda's own official channel. They have battle mode multiplayer overview.
Remember my $50, you fucking dirty
Pay
Jamaican.
that man his money. Pay that man his fucking
We
money.
never agreed to nothing.
God,
He calls nigga
God
dirty
damn,
Jamaican.
man.
Fucking fire.
now I see what Jack
Wait,
is
wait,
going
wait,
through.
okay,
God,
wait.
You was fucking aggravated.
You
nigga.
said dirty
Right,
Jamaican.
Hey, see, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's an asymmetrical 2v1 battle mode. It's
Nigga,
Oh,
it's
no.
It's still multiplayer though.
not real multiplayer. It's an asymmetrical
Oh my
2v1.
God.
That's 3 people playing the game.
Nigga, are you fucking retarded?
It's one mode.
Nigga,
it's still
fucking
multiplayer.
Bro, Dead by
Hey,
Daylight has one
hey,
phone, and it's
Deontay,
still
shut
fucking
your ass up,
multiplayer.
bro.
No, nigga, you're
Shut your
stupid as
ass
hell.
up.
Run
A
him his $50,
mode,
nigga.
and it's
No,
2v1.
Get that man his money, BG. Get
Give
that
him
man
his
his
$50,
money.
BG.
It's
Rusty lip ass
2v1.
nigga. God damn, bro.
It's not a team versus another team. Nigga, that's a Native American powwow. Nigga, what are we talking about? It's a small gathering.
Bro, you sound dumb as fuck right now, bro.
That's crazy.
Nigga, that's a small there's more people in Jack's house than that right now. Come on, what are we talking about?
Wow.
I'm the only person here, sir.
That's 2v1 multiplayer. That's multiplayer. Get that out of here, bro.
That is
that.
multiplayer, nigga.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You're moving the goalpost.
That is not multiplayer. That is not multiplayer.
Yes,
No, it's not.
Is it? Wait, hold on. Is it single player, BG?
It's not multiplayer.
Is it
Okay.
single player?
No, what is it? What is it?
It's not multiplayer.
By
What is
definition, that is a multiplayer
What is
mode,
it?
sir.
I just
It's
want to
not.
know the answer.
It's not that. I don't
Are
care
there
what you're
multiple
talking
people
about.
playing? Are there multiple people playing or a singular
Is
person?
it
Listen.
3 versions of yourself
Listen.
playing 3 characters?
It's
This
a social edition.
This is
A social edition.
Social edition. Oh,
I don't even know what that
God.
means. What the hell?
I don't either.
Social
It's-
mode.
it's bullshit. It's some bullshit. We know what that is. That's some
That's
that's some
actually fire, so you can
that's
make
some
other things
tacked on
social.
bullshit, bro. We know what that is. Stop. Stop. That's some tacked on bullshit. It's not a real multiplayer mode. Come on. Let's don't disrespect the real meaning of multiplayer by counting a 2v1 mode.
Yo,
come on, bro. Let's not do that.
Next time I have sex, I'm gonna say let's go to social mode. That's fire. Smooth. You should trademark that. That's heat. Put in social mode,
bro.
That's heat.
No, nobody don't respect that. That's like that. That's like
never answered my question, by the way.
That. Listen, that's like saying like somebody asks if you hit this chick you with. And you like, yeah, I hit, but you only got a hand job, nigga. That don't count.
But you went in social mode. You went in social mode.
Nigga, you got a handy. You got a handy.
Did you nut?
Handy.
I don't care. I nutted.
No, y'all crazy.
I made a mess.
Crazy,
I made
bro.
a mess.
Nigga, you crazy, bro.
You can't be walking around talking about, I slayed that when nigga all she did was put her hands on you. You ain't getting that.
Can I say she made me climax?
Man, come on, bro.
See, look, you won't.
Come on, bro. Y'all dancing around it.
It's a multiplayer mode, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
Listen,
Nigga,
I don't know.
It's kind of like Monster Hunter.
Like I said, and I'll probably go back and play Doom Eternal, but it just shows me that PC gamers really don't know how to talk about a game. Clearly, because all this shit that's been in Doom Eternal, I done listened to a whole bunch of niggas talk about the game, and they don't mention none of this shit. Apparently, y'all don't know how to describe a game. Y'all don't mention none of the mechanics in this shit. Never heard of a parry. Never heard of a multiplayer. Apparently, all y'all care about is music and just high octane shooting, big guns. Big gun. Like that's all I ever heard from y'all about this game. Ooh, big gun, me shoot, bang bang.
This coming from a nigga hyping up Borderlands 4, by the way.
That's all I ever say. Borderlands is no, it's not. It's more sophisticated than Doom. It's more sophisticated. It absolutely is.
No, it's not. Borderlands, require skill. Doom, you require skill, nigga.
Are you crazy?
Nigga, are you crazy? What the
Doom,
fuck?
no, come on, bro. Y'all think just because this is what I hate about PC gamers, right? They think this is what I hate about PC gamers, right? They think just because you moving fast, shit requires mad skill.
No.
What? Shut up, nigga. You're moving fast in the game. If you crank up the speed for a game, PC gamers automatically think it's high skill. Watch. I won't be proven wrong. They automatically think that's some high skill ceiling shit, and you throw a whole bunch of enemies. Like even the
hold on,
what's
BG.
that Sam? What's that PC game? Sam something.
Serious Sam.
Serious Sam. They think that shit lit too.
So you saying this the equivalent of that Indian dude making the drinks and he just shaking his head real fast? You said that's what
yes.
Bro, not moving fast.
That is a crazy parallel.
Yo. PC gamers are easily just convinced and influenced by certain things, bro. Crank up the speed to 150%, and it's an amazing game. Like y'all just crackheads. That's all that is, man. Y'all just crackheads.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
BG, you're having audio issues when you start getting too loud. Your microphone peaks and no one can hear you. Just letting you know.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah,
my
turn
bad.
that shit down, bitch.
My bad. PC gamers just, they fucking get on my nerves. They're like, it's the same thing as Sonic fans. Oh, big blue squirrel, move fast. It's so good. It's like, no.
BG not going to end this segment until you piss off at least 3 or 4 fan bases. Keep going, BG.
Nigga, that ketchup stain on your fucking white t-shirts be pissing me off, nigga. Next question.
Nigga, come do something about it then, nigga. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow too, nigga. Yeah. Y'all just listen. The only reason y'all think all this shit fire when it move fast is because y'all got the tism. That's it. Y'all got the tism. And
nigga, you playing Borderlands? What the fuck?
Yeah, a highly sophisticated.
Deontay got some responses today, baby.
No,
highly sophisticated, intelligent game.
No.
I like this.
You know, since you want to do this, BG, I'm about to address your chat real quick. Hey, chat. So last week,
boy.
we had this conversation about Devil May Cry and everything else and blah blah blah. So I offered BG a bet, right? I bet this nigga $200. $200 to beat the hardest mode on Devil May Cry 3. You don't know what that nigga said?
What?
What did that nigga say?
I ain't about to do that.
What, yo? Hey, yo, why this country bumpkin just said $200 like it's a whole lot? Oh, boss, 200? Never seen 200 before, boss. $200, boss? Oh, me gonna live good
$200.
forever, boss man.
Jazz-
Oh, me, thanks you very much.
Hold on, did I tell you?
What is that to me?
Huh?
I
Country
said if
ass
he accepted
niggas.
that bet, I said if he accepted that bet and beat it, I would count that as 3 games beat towards his 25 this year. On top of that,
Wow,
And
he
he still
still
did that.
said no.
Hey, Jazzy, hey, this the game and God, ain't it? This Mr. Game and God.
I'm still insulted
Mr.
by the
I'm
fact that
him.
this country ass nigga thought $200 would make me sneeze.
Nigga, it's
Wow.
free $200. What the fuck?
Nigga, that
Is it
ain't nothing to me,
obvious?
nigga. That ain't nothing.
Nigga, that's like half off
Hey,
of
you
your
got it like
fucking
that,
Switch
BG? You got it like
pre-order.
that?
Nigga, I know wherever you live, the rent is $1,000. You live in that little, that little hut down in Georgia. But
No,
nigga,
don't-
that ain't doing
Niggas
nothing.
got affordable living. This is crazy.
You don't need no more super chats then, huh, BG? Because you got it right.
Hey, listen,
Yeah,
I
just
ain't
slide that
saying,
shit my
I
way,
ain't talking.
baby.
Let's move on.
Everybody else.
Let's Let's move on.
What Smooth,
Nigga said, let's move on.
did you play Doom Dark Ages, man?
Yeah, I'm playing it now, but I put it down because I started playing Clear. Well, I was playing Clear Obscure, but I'm playing it now. Oh, but
Any
this
thoughts,
one,
good brother?
no, I played it like when it for review, but I had to put it down. But I like what I was playing. Like, y'all talking about it being casualized as if it's a problem. That's the only way I'm gonna play it.
That's
I'm
a
sorry.
goddamn shame, bro.
Deontay, you was right. Deontay, you was right.
So they did it for
That's a
smooth.
goddamn shame. Yeah, goddamn, man.
So like, I was like, you told me that it may encourage me to play it before they nerf it.
All right.
Crazy.
So yeah, y'all. It got an 85
We
on
talking about-
Metacritic. So what was the turn? Like a 90 something?
92, I think. 92 or 91.
Yeah.
I seen
talking
people
about,
normally saying that the PC they ain't maxing out on Steam like it did the other games. What y'all think about that?
I think that's
Game
just people
Pass-
looking for the bad in everything. That's it. That's those like slightly
Gaming
cursed
politicians?
penises, like looking
Huh?
for the
They
worst
say
in
what?
everything. No, just saying they're looking for the worst in everything.
No. What you said they was?
What do you mean?
Game and
You said
politics.
slightly curved. I
Gaming
thought you said
politicians.
slightly curved. I thought you said slightly curved.
Yeah.
Slightly curved what?
Well, he did ask BG, did he have a curve or a bond if he had a curve?
I know I'm not crazy, but did you say they got slightly curved penises?
No, I mean I might have, but I'm just saying like that was the first thing that came to my head.
Yo.
No,
Oh,
just
wait a minute, you don't remember if you commented on a nigga's dick?
no, I'm just saying those individuals like they carry that trait. That's all I got to say.
Curved
So
dick.
niggas that hate on Doom got slightly curved cocks. Okay, I need to start hating on Doom. I need to start hating on Doom. Nigga.
Crazy.
Hey, Jack, it's in my cart right now, nigga.
I know I need to start criticizing that mom. I'm finna drop a bad review.
Are we, BG, we talking about Firebreak today or no? This is my first time being under an NDA.
Wait, that's the NDA?
He
Yeah,
said you can't talk about it. What the fuck? You
Yes,
can't
don't talk about
then.
it. You're under NDA. Don't talk about it.
I'm taking this shit down with me, nigga.
Hey, we
This
What
boy,
y'all wanna-
Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
what
boy
y'all
got the
wanna know
tism.
about?
Nothing, nigga. We don't want to hear from you.
I've never been under NDA. Yo, I'm sorry. That shit kind of funny. Yo, but is it under NDA right now?
It is
Clearly,
under NDA.
he doesn't.
Apparently.
It looks like they don't got his ass too because he just left.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, he
Nigga,
back.
Alex think NDA stand for no dick and ass. That's why. That's
This
why
nigga
he
really
asking.
kicked me. I'm not gonna say nothing, nigga.
Yo.
You crazy?
You know he
No,
ain't abiding by that, BG. You know he ain't abiding by that.
no, you can't
Fire.
talk about it, sir.
All right, never mind.
Oh, I think I mentioned this last week, but yeah, Kofi does seem like he's gonna pay me the buyout for the bet about Bungie and Marathon because the latest news in Bungie are a bunch of fuck ups and don't know what the fuck they're doing. So they've admitted that they had stolen art in their game, and apparently this is the second time Bungie has had stolen art in their game. I don't remember
Like their
the
third time,
previous
bro. It's like their third time, bro.
fire.
Crazy.
Okay.
Absolutely crazy.
From an artist who claimed that the Marathon closed alpha is plastered with his art from his 2017 poster design. Bungie confirmed that that was his art and it was stolen, and they will undertake a thorough review of Marathon's assets, and they pulled the gameplay and it said that the morale at Bungie right now is in a free fall, and that's why when I saw them developers on that couch or around that table in that marathon media blowout that they were having, that media event, I'm like, bro, I see right through this shit. I see right through this shit. The motherfuckers at that studio are depressed. They have no faith in this, and there is no happiness at it. It's straight depression. And people were like, no, the game looks like it's gonna be good. It's Bungie and I'm like, bro, this shit dead, and they know it, and they know shit is bad for them. Shit is bad. It stinks over there. The whole studio got a bad scent on it. But no, it's Bungie. It sucks. The game sucks. The studio sucks. I can't wait for Marathon to fail, and PlayStation either shuts them down or takes full control of them because they have failed in their duties that PlayStation allowed them to have, the freedom that PlayStation allowed them to have, as long as they met certain, sales and financial milestones. All that's over, buddy. Y'all about to be under the thumb. It's a wrap.
It's so interesting because when we watched that little meeting they had when they were showing the key art style, they had a nigga on stage that was talking about these are my designs and this is who we pull from. And they actually had a guy that said, hey, this image of a Slayer guy, whatever the fuck, we kind of reached out to him and all that. So y'all think it was one of the situations where somebody was just tasked
it wasn't the characters. It wasn't the characters. It was like the signage on the walls and shit like that. Like
that's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering if maybe somebody dropped the ball and, like, say if it was Jax, you're in charge of getting wall art, and maybe you fucked around and copy paste some shit. Like, there's no way that I can imagine.
They said the dude that was over them assets, he had that dude art in his portfolio, and they quote unquote accidentally included it in the game. Like, bro, he stole.
That's
it,
what I said. I was like, there's no way you had a whole hour-and-a-half video showing how y'all came to this design of minimalism, but colors and whatever the fuck vector graphics to design where you need to go on the map and shit like that, and you stole some shit. Like, I just couldn't imagine.
I think that's what they're gonna do. I was talking about this on Blaze podcast. I think they're gonna have to, first of all, they're gonna have to compensate this guy, right? They're gonna have to pay him whatever amount that may be, but then they're also gonna have to pay to get new artwork on top of it, because I don't think they're gonna pay him and keep that artwork. He probably don't even want his shit in the game now. They didn't
no.
First.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're right. This is how you kind of have to do a situation like this, because the game comes out in September, right? It's too late. You can't pull all that shit out unless you're canceling the game or significantly delaying it. So you got to pay him if you don't use it, and you still got to pay him if you do use it. It's just that, it's like, my thing is, do you bother going to court and just be like, all right, offer the person a job, right? And offer them royalties, give them a check up front. Solve the problem, don't go to court. Unless a person feeling like, hey, I got something I can get more than what I'm bargaining for. Because they can drag this out. They can literally put them through a hell with this because they won. They got it. They just don't got the resources to really bring them to court like that. But they have a legitimate fight in that they could win. But if Bungie's going to do anything about it, it's drastic. Like, I think every decision, they either have to, if they believe in this game, if they believe in this game, the game, they just pay the person out and nothing's going to change. But if they really looking at doing something about it, the game ain't coming out. That's my opinion.
But they haven't sold anything, so they could just take it out and say, "All right, we just don't have no graphics."
But at what cost, though? At what cost? Because
would it really cost to take assets off the wall? Why not?
And
it's just wall art. No, you can literally just take the shit off. It's just wall art.
I think they're gonna do smooth. I think it's a combination. I think this is what I think they're gonna do. I think that's what they should do. I think they're gonna delay the game, which was Smooth said. I think they're gonna pay this person, but I also think they're gonna get new art. I think they're gonna get new artwork, pay to do whatever they come up with, and then they're gonna have to delay the game because it's supposed to be coming out in 4 months, right? So yeah, it's gonna take time to replace all them assets they stole. I would think it would. So I think that's what's gonna happen.
Might just do AI art.
Yeah, they might. They might.
Do you really think that delay would actually help them realistically? Considering that it already has a release date.
It's not gonna help them at all. But I also think keeping that new artwork in there is not a good look too, because they did a community live stream the other week and all the comments was just plagiarism. Like it's not going. That's not a good look.
They could get some good favor.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, Vaughn?
Yeah, bro. I'll tell y'all more info about that because I watched it. I watched multiple videos on it because this ain't just a matter of we took their designs and stuff. They legit copy and pasted the art. Like there's it's mostly decals. So it's a woman. First of all, it's a woman that designed all of this stuff. That's been designing it since like I think 2015, and the game started development in like 2017. And one of the pictures in the game, first of all, they got text that matches, like I forget the exact word. It was like Aerostall or something. That is exactly in the game. Same font, same words, everything. There's
Wow.
one piece of art. They time stamped it, or not time. They signed it with like their name, and you can see where someone like shittily used the Photoshop magic
Wow.
tool and tried to remove the text but failed. Like they were so incompetent at removing the text, you can still see like the highlight left of what the text said in that spot.
Shut.
Then on top of
this
all
was
that,
on some purpose. This on some purpose shit. Then
this was someone slacking. This was someone straight up copying the art and not even trying. Y'all remember that one dude that stole the Dead Cells review or whatever?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yes.
Bruh, that looks like that looks light compared to this. They legit copied that art. This ain't even a matter of inspired. They straight up copy and pasted the art. And what's unfortunate is they have no case because they're also in court right now for another suit where someone is trying to sue them for saying apparently the whole original Destiny 2 campaign was ripped off of someone's fan fiction or someone else's writing.
Yeah, Reddit post. Yeah, it was a Reddit post or some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They stole what, bro?
They're saying that's for the Red War campaign, which was the like original Destiny 2 campaign.
Which they took down and people bought.
Yeah, so and here's Bungie's getting fucked by the community, by themselves, and by the court because they tried to rebuke the lawsuit for that one, saying no, that here's a recap of the game and everything. But because they freaking sunset all the damn content, they can't prove it. So they tried to send this judge an 11-hour fucking YouTube video, and they want this nigga to watch that to prove it. The judge said, I ain't watching this bullshit, so they struck that down.
Hey, but Von Red, you know what's crazy? They have already on Twitter and social media, they've already admitted, like, yes, we figured out this was like stolen or not supposed to be used. So they've already admitted to it. So they liable anyway. So they just got to pay like they weight with that one. So let me ask you a question.
No lawyer in the world would be able to damage control this situation because again, you can literally see the name and the text matching exactly.
Now,
the freaking creator, she even said she hid the Lost meme in her art. And sure enough, on one of the walls in the alpha, you could see the Lost meme. I'm like, God damn, y'all didn't change a damn thing from this art.
Now, question, y'all let me know. I've seen situations before where the moment you put something out into the earth, if you don't have proper trademark and licensing of that, then it's up for grabs. Is that not
true? There's all sorts of like copyright protection, like for people who can't afford to get copyrights. As long as the minute you publish it, it's yours.
Okay,
you know what I mean? It's just that it's as hard like to permissions of a credit and stuff. You know that message that sends like they say this is for copy. You know how the NBA when before you watch that shit on like TNT, that same shit it applies to anyone. So
I guess my question. Go ahead.
No,
well, I was gonna say my question is more like, for instance, I do photography. The moment I post my photo on Instagram, I've essentially allowed Meta to use this photo for whatever I want them to use it for, right? So
yeah,
I'm wondering if this is a situation where if I post my shit on Reddit, technically it's not mine because I'm hosting it on another website that in my username I've allowed any type of terms and conditions I accepted. It's now under the use of Reddit or whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah,
so
but I don't think that gives a third party a license to go in and take it and use it as their own either.
Okay.
That's the problem.
I didn't know if it gave them protection either.
Even though it's like
you can even download a picture officially off Instagram. Like you got to use like third party apps.
Screenshot it.
You can't even download pictures off Instagram.
Make something on those sites. Yeah, you upload the photo. So like, look at it this way: if you upload that picture on Instagram, yeah, they own it. But if Bungie or someone comes in and takes that picture and then it's on the map somewhere in Marathon, you still got a case because like
that's your shit still. Yeah, that's still your shit.
Yeah, that's your photo. Instagram could probably join in on that case, be like, they posted this on Instagram. So like y'all could technically both be in the right, but it's your stuff still. So Yeah, Bungie just this. I looked it up. Apparently, this ain't even the freaking third time. This is like the fourth time they've gotten to.
So Vaughn, let me ask you a question, Vaughn. What you think gonna happen in this specific situation with Marathon? What you think gonna happen with this?
Because of how blatant this is, they have to a bare minimum. I mean, and they will. They're gonna pay. They're gonna pay her. That's like a guarantee. They need to a bare minimum hire her though, because at this point, the only people were saying this too. The only positive thing about Marathon that people have been talking about is the art style, and even that's been like divisive. The art style is the one thing that this game had.
And that's the thing I hate. That's one of the things I hate most about this game. Y'all copied some trash ass art.
It had going for it, and now it's like, oh damn! So y'all copied. So y'all stole the only good thing about this game from somebody else. So they gotta hire her, because at this point, if they were to start over and make like a new art style or do a new inspired art style, you don't even have the skeleton of a game. You got the freaking remains that you're trying to like pillage out of the ground to save the game at this point. Bruh.
She probably wouldn't even want to work for it. She probably like, nah, fuck
for
you.
real. Like, yo,
I ain't coming over there to work with you.
All the shit Bungie got into since for the last few years, like, yo, she probably doesn't want to. She probably is like, yo, just cut me a check or let me take this to court, because she would have the easiest case ever in court. All the info that we've seen, all the stuff that's there, it's she might just they might just settle out of court. She might just get a check and be like, I don't want to get hired though by y'all, because y'all on some bullshit. And then they gotta either make a new art style or properly compensate her and be like, okay, can we use your stuff since we already were anyway?
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it, right? It's really crazy because the amount of work they got to do just to find out who stole it, right? Who knows how far deep that artwork is into the game, right? Because if it's showing up in like the betas and tests, how far? You know what's crazy? They probably went to somebody like, all right, you know, we need somebody was late on their deadline, got it in, but oh man, this is really good, and made him the head of the art.
They know who did it. They know who portfolio was in
former
it.
Bungie employee, so it wasn't even a third party or nothing. Well, probably
they know who did it.
What probably happened, and because every studio does this, but they don't get caught doing this, they always fix it. They probably put that placeholder art in. Someone was like, "Oh, I want you to just look at the art style for Marathon." They were probably following her, because a lot of Bungie employees are following this artist and have been for years.
Damn,
they probably were following her. They were like, "Oh, damn, this art looks pretty cool. Let's put this in the game just as like a placeholder asset while we test internally." And they probably forgot to remove all of that shit before the alpha.
That's bold to even put that in, bro. There's a difference between having a vision board and putting that shit in the game. Like, that is crazy.
You'd be surprised.
You know what's funny
bro,
about that though? BG, you remember we was like, that looked like some alpha, like text maps unfinished game, like
I said the game looked completely unfinished.
It really was.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it ain't as crazy as it sounds, because believe it or not, for the movie industry, a lot of y'all's favorite movies, they will take the most like copyrighted music ever and place it over a scene while they're actually like filming and editing it. Then it's afterwards that they'll go in and put in the original music, the original score, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yo,
the film industry does that. Game industry does that. But yeah, the Bungie forgot to fucking change the art.
Bungie can't run themselves, bro. Bungie cannot run themselves. Like, yo,
clearly,
PlayStation need to go in there and start running that shit like Kim Jong-un, nigga. Like, just straight like how he be running China, nigga. You niggas can't breathe without getting permission
Kim
from
Jong
me.
is not in China.
Whatever, where the fuck he at? I don't know. Where he at?
Where he at?
Where he at? Korea?
He's in
Korea?
North Korea,
North
bro.
Korea, bro.
Start, run that shit like North Korea.
But this is the thing though, BG.
Run that shit like North Korea, nigga.
Sony turned the oven on and put the baby in the kitchen. That's what they did. Like, I blame them still. They should have known not to get these niggas this much fucking, full autonomy or whatever the fuck they called it. They should have known them niggas didn't know what the fuck they was doing. And they still continue, and then they keep threatening them. You know, if you fuck up one more time after the 17 other fuck ups, we're gonna take you over. How much do they have to do, bro, to where it's like they can come in and run a company that they fucking purchased? How much shit gotta go wrong, bro?
Bungie done burnt so many bridges that even when this was still all in the negotiation phase, I'm sure Sony was like, this is kind of a risk. And clearly they didn't do enough risk assessment, because like, bruh, even before they bought them, they were in shit with Peter Dinklage over the voice of the original Ghost. They were in shit with what was it? They were in shit with the composer of the fucking first game. Like they pretty much burned all their bridges. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, Destiny is only bad because of Activision." Nah, bruh, this is Bungie. And like, yo, ever since they went independent, they have not known what the fuck they're doing outside of just like the gunplay. The gunplay
like
and
poor
like
management to me. It's like poor management.
it is like the one dude literally was like laying people off, and then like the next week went and like bought another car or some shit. I'm like, bruh.
Like, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's literally the management, and the fucked up part is Sony doesn't even really care because they want the management to stay because they want their experience and expertise on the live service market.
The crazy thing is, like,
the
crazy thing is, right? During like the FTC case with like Microsoft and Activision, the leak was because Microsoft was about to buy them when Destiny 2 went to Game Pass. They pulled out because their burn rate was too high. They did their research. They say, yeah, they costed a lot of money for no reason.
That's the thing you got to think about because they freaking bought the rights to Gears of War allegedly. They bought the rights to Gears of War before it was about to come to PlayStation. Why they ain't try to buy Bungie, who made Halo? Why if they're saying nah, we're gonna pass on this? That should have been a big ass sign right there.
Let's call it what it is. Niggas ain't gonna want to admit it. The Bungie purchase was a reactionary move. Sony was feeling the pressure. Microsoft had just got Bethesda. They just acquired Activision. They wanted to make a big splash. They wanted niggas talking about them. They wanted a big dog under their wing. So they went and got Bungie. And it was a horrible idea, bro. Absolutely. This has been a horrible absolutely nothing positive has been tied to this Bungie acquisition. As a matter of fact, everything that you can mention that happened because of this or by way of this is a negative.
Well, no, Jack, we got some great news. They're going to be helping Naughty Dog on factions. Oh wait, oh shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like even the games they came in to quote, even if you're saying, well, it's not their fault these games got canceled, they still came in and gave negative reviews on all these games. There was something about all these games that they saw that they thought wasn't up to snuff, and got all these by way of shit they've said, either actively or passively, got these games delayed or canceled. That can't be denied. That is a proven fact.
It's funny. People were like, "Oh, PlayStation's getting Bungie. That means we can use Bungie's expertise to like bring back Resistance, Killzone, SOCOM." Oh. They ain't done a damn thing except kill games. They haven't helped with nothing. They apparently helped on Helldivers 2. How much they helped with that?
What if Microsoft sent them to do that?
But this is what I'm saying, though, bro. This is what I'm saying. And then I was saying, whatever next game, since they got all this hot shit to say about these other games that ain't monetarily sound and whatever, we always said, whatever next Marathon, whatever next Destiny shit they got coming out, it better be that shit, my nigga. And now we see what they've been working on. They've been stealing niggas' art. Like, bro, what are we talking about, bro?
And the funny thing is, people keep saying, oh, where's Destiny 3? There ain't gonna be no Destiny 3 because they ain't got enough money to make Destiny 3.
Is Bungie still gonna be in business by the only reason they won't close Bungie off the rip is because it's gonna look horribly, right? You spent over $3 billion, you just can't close the studio. You can't close studio, you just dropped $3 billion.
Well, I don't even think it's that. I think they don't. I think also having like Bungie opened in the 90s, early 90s, like there's like a bad, I guess, optic that comes with, oh, you shut down this studio that's been here since the early 90s. That they have. I mean,
how much of that talent is still there, though?
That's the thing with Marathon, though.
That doesn't matter. I'm just saying.
Why make a fucking extraction shooter with Marathon when it was like a freaking atmospheric FPS, like the original trilogy apparently was like an atmospheric.
Yeah, what the original game, like a horror game or some type of shit?
Yeah, you're like on this ship that's like being invaded. And you're like trying to escape or some shit. And there's like a bunch of lore through text. Why the hell did y'all take that IP and make a fucking extraction shooter with it?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to seeing, Sony drop that.
I would actually like for them to close. I would like for them to close Bungie and just cut their ties right now. Just because, hey man, it's a wash.
They need to keep the studio name and keep a lot of the grunt work staff, like the lower positions. Management needs to be fucking fired, and they need to just go ahead and take over.
The fuck out of here.
I think they need to
basically turn them into a SIE studio, which sucks because I was like, maybe them being independent will help them like yield better results if they're not under. Clearly, they can't handle that responsibility. So yeah, at this point, Get rid of the management, make them an SIE studio. And
they did make one spin-off studio. They could make multiple if they want, but they might not want all of that because that's still more to maintain and watch over and all that shit. So I definitely think leadership needs to be punished. Find some way to punish them niggas. Give them some real consequences for doing all this fuck up
out of there and put
you know what the
Bungie on
punishment
a
be,
new
G?
Resistance or a new SOCOM. Y'all gotta have them.
You know what the punishment should be? 1, 2, 3,
unemployment?
Cancun, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here.
The unemployment line? Follow for unemployment, yeah. That's listen, I can't be no fucking executive nigga. I would email, you know that would be the way that I tell them that they unemployed. I would send them the link. I would send them just a link in their email.
Bro.
You click on it, you wouldn't know what it is. It's the link to the unemployment website. That's what it is. Sign up, nigga.
Kicking people out in the Hell's Kitchen. Somebody need to go into Bungie right now and be like, a whole management office, you know, get out.
Jim Ryan should have been like Vince McMahon, bro. He ain't do it right. He should have given bitch, you're fired. He should have been in that whole cranking that motherfucker like he ain't do it right, bro. That's why we like this.
Yeah. They said I ain't beating the allegations.
But yeah, I had to come here and tell y'all because I was following it. I'm like, this is the most blatant shit on the scene in a minute.
They all,
like, yo,
they all
Bungie,
would have got
pack it the fuck up.
They all would have got emails at 8 a.m. from me.
Sending an email being your domain expansion is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Stop doing that shit.
All right. We will await what happens to Bungie. Oh man, I can't wait for it. All right.
But you've been saying that for a minute. You've been saying that a Titan needs to fall in order for the industry to reset.
Okay. In somewhat related news, Jade Raymond, the scammer, the finesser, the con woman, has left Haven Studios. She founded it 4 years ago. PlayStation brought Havens under the PlayStation umbrella because apparently they were impressed with whatever the fuck they saw from Fair Games. And apparently they dropped that money sign for the S in Fair Games, which looked dumb as hell, by the way. But Jade Raymond is gone. Jade Raymond has not released a project for like the last 4 projects that she was a part of.
Hey, let's play. Before we even get into this, I want to play an interactive game with the chat. All right, chat. Since Sony has started this, we always be over it. We gonna have to go back over it again. Since Sony has started the Games as a Service initiative, right? Can you name 3 positives that have came from it? Can you name 1 positive that came from this? I guess Helldivers too, right? But other than that, it's always negative news. It's never anything positive. What is going on? This shit is crazy, bro.
Revenue they're making, Jack.
I think they're actually losing revenue on this Games as a Service initiative, if you ask me.
Oh, most definitely.
Jade,
I don't think they've made a bit of money, actually.
So
no,
Jade,
Jack, they're doing us a favor by resetting and go back to what they do, Jack.
So, do I have it? I probably just remembered off the top of my head. So, obviously, this one, she left before Fair Games is out, if it ever comes out. That's one. Before this, Google Stadia hired her to make exclusive games. She never made an exclusive game. Yes, Google Stadia was a failure and that was that still doesn't excuse her, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everywhere she goes, just nothing happens. So it's Havens. Then before this, it was Google Stadia. Then before this, it was the Star Wars game. I remember it was like some Star Wars game that EA had put her in charge
was
of.
That 1313 or some shit like that?
I think that might have been her. I think that might have been her.
I don't know if that's her or Amy Hennig or something like that.
Yeah, I know Amy Hennig was a part of that, but maybe Jade was also. But it was some Star Wars project.
That was she was on Battlefront 2.
Okay, and then there was like 2 other games. There was something with Splinter Cell that she was supposed to be working on that never came out, and then there was another game. Pretty much the last game. Jade Raymond has always been unemployed nonstop. The last time she released something, she was part of something that released was 2014. and that was Far Cry 4. Ever since then, everything she makes is just phantom, a ghost, doesn't exist, and she has never like been really unemployed.
What is her claim to fame? What is her game that made her?
Assassin's
She
Creed.
was one of the people that created Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed 1 and 2.
She was a producer on Assassin's Creed, yeah.
Now, Jade Raymond, we already know what's going on. Once again, this is PlayStation's fault. I don't give a fuck how you try to cut it. We know what's going on with Jade Raymond. The curation, the hiring process is in the fucking dirt. Why the fuck would you hire a bitch that ain't released a game since 2014? Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? This shit be pissing me the fuck off, my nigga. Like, damn.
That, bro, I remember
Said a bitch.
bro, in my video when I talked about Haven's, I said this exact same thing 4 years ago, right? I watched my own video. I said 4 years. I'm like, this is weird. I don't trust this because she don't be releasing games. And then she doesn't release a game. The same thing that I was skeptical about. So fire. I want to know how she get away with it. And I could see her getting hired at another spot pretty soon.
The fact that studio still hasn't came out with a game yet is crazy.
And they said some really quick statement. They're like, yeah, we wish Jade the best. It was literally just one sentence. We wish Jade the best. Oh yeah, y'all real happy over there. Sounds good over there.
I'll be surprised if she found another job. I'll be like, ain't no way.
Man,
she left after like what, a play test or something?
I don't know.
I think so. I'm not too sure.
That game was going to be dog shit with her or without her. So it's not like I don't even think it matters. I think that game was going to be ass and buns regardless.
Or do you see this as a situation to where like a studio head, they leaves, and then later on, we've seen this before with other like studios where the head of the studio or whatever leaves, and then the whole studio actually end up getting shut down. Do you think that's about to happen?
Probably. Hey, it's definitely about to happen for what's that studio name? Striking Distance. They about to go down.
After that, Striking Distance deserved better, bro. They had a quality game. They released something and fairly quickly.
Hey man, all I can say is fuck Glenn Schofield, his fat ass, bro. I hope he burn in hell.
Damn.
All that because he made a better Dead Space than Dead Space? That's crazy.
No, he didn't.
Whoa,
Cap.
wait a minute, nigga.
Big
that
cap.
is definitely cap, man.
Big cap. Yeah. So, shout out to the finesse, the scammers.
Hey,
the
for real though,
con women.
BG, can we stop talking about this shit every week? Like, okay, how about this?
News?
Can the next time we talk about a Sony games as a service, it has to launch or show real promise, my nigga. Like, I can't keep talking about this shit every week, bro. Every week it's the same shit, bro. We questioning what's going on. Like, this shit is infuriating, bro. I can't keep talking about this shit, bro.
He's saying they're putting them in a depression.
It's irritating, bro. It's the same shit every week. Niggas getting fired, niggas stealing, niggas not doing their job. Like, what the fuck is going on, my nigga? Like,
no,
damn.
He wants some positive PlayStation news. That's all he wants.
Man, something. God damn. These niggas cancel more games and I got changes of draws, my nigga. What's going on? This ain't normal.
6 games? That ain't crazy.
Bro, like, what is Sony first party? I've been asking this shit for 5 years and niggas still ain't gave me an answer. What the fuck is the first party doing, bro?
Go see your play in October, bro.
Intergalactic and Wolverine.
Come up and leave ass robot and fuck out of here.
Man, Jack, why you hating, man? You got Death Stranding next month, brother.
Oh, brother.
Yeah,
non-first party game, by the way.
Now they're making more money than ever, Jack.
Awesome.
Yeah, 30 billion.
Incredible.
30 billion.
Oh, yeah. They're the first console maker to make 30. Who gives a fuck? They also the first console maker to cancel 10 out of 12 games in less than a year. What we celebrate? What the fuck is we celebrating, my nigga? Come on now.
I think that's really all I got. I mean, there was saw this headline, Tekken 8 Season 2 patch was so poorly received that they fired almost all of the developers who worked on the patch.
Damn.
I heard about that, but I didn't look into it myself. But
Yeah.
but because of how strange, like how much like they fucked up with that season 2 patch because they had to do a patch like fix some of the issues for it. But
Is
yeah, it
game
was pretty
development
major though.
is game development one of the few careers where you could be absolutely horrible at your job and face little to no consequences? I feel like because
No,
like I don't know, man. I don't, and maybe athlete. I guess athlete. But shit, you play bad enough, they will release you,
I mean,
man.
I listened to I went in the comment section just to see what some of the like Tekken 8 players, like how they explained it. They just said it ruined the game. I don't want to get into the technical shit because I'm not even a Tekken player. So they just said it just ruined the game, completely ruined it. So
yeah, it got to a point where like if you broke like somebody's command grabs or whatever, if you broke it, you would still receive damage from it, even though the whole point of breaking someone's grabs is to not get any damage. Like that's how bad it was. Like
like some of them were saying that
like
like the patch completely changed the character they play. Like it wasn't even the same character anymore. Yeah. So all right. Let me do some super chats. Or actually, let me check. Let me do these questions from Nick Knack. Nick Knack, any plans on streaming and doing a game night for Capcom Fighting Collection 2? We definitely need to see how you and the people would do in Capcom versus SNK 2 and the Power Stone games. Everyone support the collection, by the way, because I want a new entry in both series. I would, brother, but I'm too busy, stacking up these games, these 25 games I need to beat so I can get my money from Jack Move.
Oh, brother.
So
You ain't gonna win that bet, bro. Go ahead and pack it up, man. Give Jack his money.
Go ahead and keep hating on me. I work better when people hate on me. So it's cool. Weapon World Trivia. Here's a fun question I came up with after seeing Jade Raymond on my timeline. Fuck one, marry one, friend one, drop one into a Saudi Arabian embassy after drugging them, then tying them up and putting a shirt on them that says, I support. Saying, I support, I cannot say that word, and I cannot say that other word, but you can guess what it is.
No, I don't know what it is. Can you spell it? Can you spell it out?
I support what?
Momo
Nah, bro.
and fans.
Oh my God.
Fans.
It rhymes with that. That's what would be on your shirt. Okay. So it's fuck one, marry one, friend. Did it just hit you? Like, really, nigga? Ain't them your people? Anyway.
LOL. Can we just do fuck, marry, kill instead of this other random weird shit this nigga done? No, I want to wear a t-shirt.
So it's Jade Raymond, Sarah Bond, Mark Kern, and Akumi Nakamura.
She sound like she got a big ass.
I don't know who Mark Kern is.
Is that the Asian chick that was on
Not that it
stage
would
at the
matter.
E3? How do you spell Nakamura?
Akumi Nakamura. Let me look her.
Is that the Asian chick that did that E3 shit?
Oh,
Yeah.
she's the one with the glasses. She was wearing all black.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I think I gotta.
She's the one that she worked at Tango Game Wars for a little bit.
Oh, Jack. She was the one that did that weird ass like
Clover Studio.
Yeah, I marry her. Is that the option? Marry
the quirky one. Okay. Let's see.
Sarah
You said,
Bond.
who's the
I'm
other
taking
one,
Sarah
Matt
Bond.
Booty?
I'm taking Sarah Bond down, and then I guess I kill the other two.
who fucking Matt Booty? Was he one of the?
It was Mark
Sarah
Kern.
Bond. Oh,
I don't
I'm fucking Sarah Bond, nigga. You tripping?
Hey,
Well,
Alex.
I'm marrying Sarah Bond because
I ain't gotta
by
fucking-
marrying her, you could just fuck her too. So I'm gonna marry Sarah Bond. Well, no, I could
Or-
get a 2-for-1 deal. So I could wait. No, yeah, marrying.
marry
That
the
ain't
nigga
Game
and then-
Pass. That ain't Game Pass, nigga. That's a person, bro.
I might marry the dude and then make him cuck. You feel me? Like
I'm gonna marry Sarah Bond. I'm
wait a minute.
I'm a fuck this Nakamura chick, and then I'm gonna kill Jade Raymond.
Your
And
girl sleep right now, BG?
Mark Kern could die too.
We just gonna ignore. We just gonna ignore the fact that they named 3 women in the scenario, and Alex said he want to marry the guy to what?
no. If I marry the nigga, I ain't gotta touch him.
Why are you even thinking about marrying the nigga? You had 3 women to choose from.
I don't want to. Oh yeah, we gotta kill somebody. I guess I gotta kill the nigga. I'm just trying to fucking marry. I don't want.
Alex ain't beating allegations.
I'm beating something else.
Yeah. All right. Super chats. Let's see. GC Bato. Bungie in their Eddie Guerrero era right now. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Alcoholic Gamer. Bacardi Lemon plus Pineapple Fanta. Enjoy drinks on me.
Drinks on
me.
One of these days when I get my life together, Alcoholic Gamer, I'm actually gonna buy this shit and try it out. When my life is
trying
together.
to go in reverse then. You go get your life together then reverse and become alcoholic, my guy.
Yeah, that's what I want to try, some risky shit, you know, and drink.
That is funny, doing that shit right now.
Jack, he done got married, got a new house, new job. So you know what? I think I want to beat my wife now. Like, that's crazy as hell.
Why don't you drink right now, fuck yourself over,
No.
and then clean your shit up?
I'm kind of opposite. It's when like life is good is when I want to like take gummies and
Spruce it
drink
up.
and shit like that. Like people do that when they're depressed. People do that when they're depressed and when shit is fucked up for them. That's not when I want to do it.
So you do hardcore drugs when you bored?
I'm kind of like that with finances, BG. I'm like, oh, I got all my bills paid off. Let me buy some fuck shit. Like,
buy a trading card.
Yeah, let me just fuck my wallet up real quick. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then the next 30 streams, my life's in shambles.
Hell yeah, you know the flow chart, nigga. Get the donations up.
Nigga Jack, I have nothing. I'm about to be put out on the street.
And that's the title for the next 6 streams.
What's
I
going
don't stream for my health. Donate or I'll die.
Hey, tomorrow y'all tap in for that stream title.
You nigga Jack, I have no food in my fridge.
Damn.
Listen, I made bad decisions. I'm not blaming y'all. I'm just saying I need y'all help. Shit.
Jack be crazy as hell.
You know what? Next time my account go negative, I'm gonna hit a Jack move. Well, I'm gonna just do that when that shit go negative.
Hey, it be like that sometime, man.
My life's in shambles?
No, y'all gotta listen
outside
to
my apartment. What the hell?
the shit Jack really be saying. When he be I think I have an infection and I could die. Like, what, Jack?
Yeah, he got a donation out of me 1 week off of that shit.
Hey man,
Yo.
you gotta play the game, man. You know.
Yeah. I can't afford to go to the doctor to get this checked out. I might not be able to stream again, y'all. You say it so regular.
He broke all
the dude that was selling the candy. Yeah, he said he was selling the candy. Nigga was
I wake up every morning and break all my bones. That's fucking.
Hey, you better not let me get a full body cast, nigga. I'm definitely getting on camera then. Shit.
Drinking out of apple juice. That's fine.
Like, help me, bro. Help me, bro. Fuck, help me, bro.
This nigga's nuts, bro. The Three Kings. Just so they can resell it to you for 10 years down the line, overpriced. He's talking about when we were talking about physical media. Yeah.
Fire.
Facts. Show me your Gucci. That's old. He didn't get me. That's old. Show me your Gucci. I hope he didn't leave early so he can see this. But Alex, we love you. Baddest bitch on the pod. Speak your truth, for God is with you. Alexa,
I don't know if that was a threat or if he was rooting me on. I don't know.
Alexa, play Extendo. What's Extendo?
Extendo. Hey, you don't know
Alexa,
that song?
Alexa, stop.
Extendo is one of the greatest beats of all time. Extendo, yeah. Fire, nigga.
Okay.
That person tapped in.
All right. Where was I? March. Game preservation really only matters to first and second party and console exclusive games in mass. No one bats an eye to multiplats, third party, and licensed games. This is why Nintendo can justify any price.
What do you say?
What do you say?
He said game preservation really only matters to first party. And this is one of the reasons why Nintendo can justify any of their price.
No, that's cap.
I mean, I would like for everything to get archived or preserved, but yeah, it is harder to do that with third party titles. I guess it would be, but
you can't even play
especially
Ultimate
like
Alliance
games.
1, Ultimate Alliance 1, Ultimate Alliance 2.
Yeah.
You can't play the Wolverine game, the Transformer game. You can't play none of that shit, bro.
And I get annoyed that when they try to do it, they don't do it right.
Yeah, because even some of the licensed stuff, they actually delist them like outright from the store because they don't have the license anymore. Because like that, go ahead.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you good.
Nigga, go in.
Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, I was just gonna say I'll never forget Sony for prime example. They put Thrillville to PSP version instead of PS2. So even when they try to do it, they don't even do it right.
I the kid. Sorry to deviate from the conversation. Please don't block me, BG. Why would I block you for that? What do y'all think I am?
You know what you be doing.
But with
you
that,
blocked people before.
Not for that. But with that Last of Us TV show, do y'all think the plan is to stretch out the second game into the third season? What if there's a season 4? No, that's definitely what they're doing. Stretch out the second game into the.
They said they was doing that already.
Yeah, they confirmed that.
So this is a good point you bring it up. So are they gonna wait for Last of Us 3 to get written, or are they gonna ask Neil Druckmann what the story would be? But if they do a season 4, which they probably are because this is a successful show, it's gonna reach that Game of Thrones territory to where it ain't no source material to go off of, so they just gonna be pulling shit out their ass. So like, is the third game gonna reflect the show, or is it gonna deviate heavily and be a whole separate shit? Like, we don't know.
Y'all, imagine if they don't.
They're gonna pull a Full Metal Alchemist.
What did they do?
They were the original one from like 2003. They just wrote episodes because the manga wasn't like caught up by the time they were done with the anime. So they just rewrote the story that where characters weren't supposed to be like in the original.
Bro, imagine
so they just
if
make up their own like episodes.
Imagine if we don't get a third game and them niggas wrap it up in this TV show, bro.
I'm not gonna recognize that as canon. I'm gonna be honest. Even if Neil Druckmann said that's what he wanted to, I'm not gonna recognize that as canon, bro. I'm sorry.
Are you even getting a third game anytime soon though? Because since Intergalactic is supposed
not
to
into
be
PS6, bro. Not into PS6, probably PS6.
Yeah.
I'm not. Never mind.
March. Unga Bunga. Will you be playing Marvel Rivals if the only thing different was no Marvel characters, just generic characters? If it played the same, I would still play it.
What would have drawn you in to begin with, though?
Nothing. I would have had to just take a chance on it. Because it's similar to honestly the fucking game that I was playing before Rogue Company, where it wasn't like the aesthetic. I wasn't like blown away by the aesthetic or anything like that. The gameplay just looked good, and of course these are just completely original characters. So it's something I took a chance on, and I really liked it. So that's what would have had to happen with Rivals. If it was just a regular game, generic game called Rivals and unrecognizable characters, I would have just happened to have to take a chance on it. Yeah. War Machine Guy. Doom 2016 was my game of the Xbox One, PS4 generation. Doom Eternal was great. Doom The Dark Ages looks like a downgrade to me, but I'll give it a shot. Okay. War Machine Guy. Also, I hope Doom 2016 and Eternal both get Nintendo's Switch 2 editions so I can play using mouse controls. Really curious to see how that mouse is going to turn out, if it's actually going to be viable to play a game with, or is just cool for navigating, like the menu or some shit.
No, you'll be able to game.
Some games have other mouse controls, like where it's like actually, because Metroid Prime 4, that's going to be for gameplay purposes.
Yeah.
Because they also had like Civ 7 on there, so that's a good example to use it.
Also, real quick, I don't believe you PC niggas. I understand that y'all saying Doom Eternal is more challenging, but every time niggas give me a challenge, I clean that shit up. I don't be believing y'all niggas when y'all hype up difficulty. I'm Mr. Difficulty. I'm about to change my name.
Every time you get a challenge, you clean it up, Deontay. Do you hear this?
Yeah, I was about to say it, man. Hey.
I'm Mr. Difficulty. So I believe I'm gonna turn on Doom Eternal. I'm gonna play that shit. Like, oh, this is what y'all claim was so hard. This was y'all claim was so challenging and difficult and hard.
Like, since you're a challenge beast, so somebody offered, for instance, hypothetical, somebody offered you to play like Devil May Cry 3 on the hardest difficulty, you would do that, right?
I would do it if I gave a fuck about Devil May Cry, but I don't like Devil May Cry. That's really my issue. No, I'm dead ass. I'm not capping.
Here
My
we
real
go.
issue why I wouldn't take because listen, people have given me a bunch of like difficulty challenges in this community, and I've done them. If I was interested in the game, I don't like Devil May Cry like that, so that's why I won't do it. But Doom Eternal, I'll do that. I mean, I was gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna live stream it anyway. You know, it's so difficult and hard, man. PC nigga, shut your ass up. That shit ain't
If you
hard.
gonna play a game that don't count towards your 25, you doing that?
I mean, the game is short. What is Doom Eternal? 15 hours? Some light shit.
Oh, you can knock that out 3-4 streams. Huh?
That shit a
Depends on
cakewalk,
your
nigga.
skill level, yeah.
I'm gonna play that shit.
You doing it on the hardest difficulty though? You ain't about that life, I know.
Yeah, just not with permadeath. I'll do it on the hardest, and I'm gonna do that shit.
All right, okay.
And then I never want to hear PC niggas talk again. Y'all shut up, and y'all don't speak never again forever. Okay.
And you liked Wolfenstein 2, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. I liked it a lot.
Balls, nigga.
Kids, a nigga can't say I liked it a lot. Like
not too much, nigga.
Joel
emotion, nigga.
Joel Ilaraza. Jack gamer license needs to be revoked. He hates FPS shooters, Souls-like games, racing games, Western RPGs, multiplayer games, fighting games, and PlayStation games. I smell a fraud.
You just made that up completely out of fabricated lies. But go ahead, brother.
I don't know, Jack. They've been saying you fell off. I don't know.
I love games like Mario Kart. I love Lies of P, which is a Souls-like game. Another Craft's Treasure, which is a Souls-like game. Bloodborne. What other genres did he say? FPS games. Played BioShock games. I played. I just beat High on Life. You know, that's a FPS. So you know, I play some. You know. I mean, these are genres that he said I don't like.
I don't know, Jack. The
fall off with factions.
Clearly, he doesn't know what he's talking about. How about this, Joel Arasa? How about this? Go to my PSN profile. Look at all the games that I have played and all the games that I have streamed, and you will see that there is numerous genres represented, good brother. But you clearly don't know me or watch my content to know that, do you?
I don't know, Jack. I think the fall off is being televised, and we are all witnessing it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though about me? I was noticing this, right? When I came into YouTube and I was like, y'all should play this game. Y'all should try this game out. Damn, look at this bullshit this nigga play. You play straight dog shit bullshit. Damn, okay, y'all don't like positive Jack move. Let me get on my Jack move where I'm really finna roast shit y'all play now. Damn, this nigga don't like nothing. Why you don't never talk about games you like to play? Oh shit, I'm being too negative. Let me talk about games that I enjoy and that I like. Here goes some games to play, y'all. Damn, this nigga like straight bullshit. Ain't nobody playing that dog shit, nigga. But okay, well, let me get back on my bully. I'm gonna talk bad about the shit you like. It's just a constant cycle with y'all. If I like a game, it's bullshit. If I don't like a game, I'm on bullshit. You see how that works?
Hey Jack, we ain't trying to hear all that shit, nigga. Play some games.
Taste and morals, and I got self-respect for myself. Try that.
We ain't trying to hear all that shit. Purple Kool-Aid. Fuck this nigga talking. He just yapping. Tawan's point last pod. Red Peg isn't just a normal graphics whore. He is the kind you pay $2 for in a crack den. He likes console ray tracing and thinks PS5 has better graphics than BG's PC. Yeah, he is a nutcase. We trying to teach the young boy. He a nutcase. Where's Tarek's super chat? I saw him say that I saw him say that Wonton looks like a Raichu. So I don't see that.
Crazy. That's
Raichu?
Oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, Tarek said Wonton looks like a Raichu. He
Wait, oh my god. Wonton's big and yellow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
You kind of look like one.
Yeah.
Yellow. He do kind of look like one. That's fucked up, Tarek.
Oh man,
that's fucked up. Oh shit.
Oh man.
This nigga beat you retarded? What happened?
Yeah, he's muted.
Nigga starstruck.
Oh no, my cat hit the mute button.
All right.
Curse Blue.
Can't
Hey
shut
guys,
you down.
I'm looking for a webcam that's cheap with 4K quality, small but meaty. Whoa. With some
He's looking for some dick.
with some AI auto frame and gesture control features. Any idea? This thing is literally describing my camera or Smooth's camera. We both
get that Ozbot Meet 2 if you want 4K, or the Ozbot Meet SE if you want 1080p. It's fine with Meet SE. It's very crispy. It's only like $60. But yeah, they're pretty good.
Wait, Smooth. Wow. So that's why they're in your profile picture. You're a brand ambassador.
Yeah.
You fucking slut.
No, but listen.
Pictures of holding up the Ozbot Meet.
No, listen though. This is not an ad for me. I don't have no partnership. This is the best webcam on the market. That like there was no deadass. There's a long period of time where like webcams looked like webcam. You could tell somebody was on a webcam like for a while, even with the 4K ones, right? They were ass because I tried a lot of them. Bro, I usually had recorded my videos that I do on a DSLR camera. I stopped using that DSLR camera and sold it. Nobody noticed the quality difference. Like it's that good. Nobody noticed that I switched my quality, my camera quality. So it's really good.
$130. Okay. I think it's worth $100.
The one I have is the Ozbot 4K. What is it called?
Meet 2, the space gray AI powered webcam.
Yeah, it might be that one. Yeah, I have the 4K version. So yeah, it's a good webcam. All right, that's it. Let's get out of here. It's been real, y'all. Audience, we will catch y'all next week. Going to watch this next episode. Jim,
oh my god, I forgot all about that shit.
Whatchamacallit, Gene Park. He was on Twitter. I just went on Twitter. He said this is the best Last of Us episode, something or another, since something. And I respect Gene's opinion, but I don't believe him. Respectfully, I don't believe you, Gene, because I don't know. I just don't believe it.
What would be this episode? Like, what I'm trying to think.
It's supposed to be a flashback.
Oh, okay.
Boring.
And that was my.
Oh yeah, when they at the museum, she learned how to swim and all that.
And that's the part of the game I hated the most. I hated the flashbacks.
No, that was a dope part of the game. Are they gonna fight the bloater like they did in the game?
We don't know. I feel like they might remove it because it's not story relevant, really.
Well, that was during the part where he was telling her to stop telling people don't tell nobody she bit and all that, and she got to hang out with like the other kids and all that.
True. I don't know. Maybe they keep the bloater. I don't know. We'll see. All right, y'all. We're out of here. We're gonna watch that, and we're gonna go into the After Dark and all that jazz. We out.
Love you guys lots. Bye.
Yeah. Have a good week, I guess.
Fucking tired though.
No. Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro King got me. See, that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond. Dame in a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait. Then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like, how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then sing your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news, gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty and fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.